हाँ कौन है अदानी साहब but not Gautam. There's a guy with the same name. We have Silvery back, our erstwhile producer.
Yes.
Not just producer, anchor, producer.
Yes.
The man about town. Man who built IVM on his broad shoulders.
Yeah. This video goes viral because this guy's on it.
Sorry,
Shamik
I'm
says.
distracted by you saying his shoulders are broad. I'm still not moved on from that point. But sorry, Cyrus, I have to just be sincere for a minute. Like,
Fair.
this is a big deal for me because this will legitimize my career choice. Meeting you
What a
on
wrong
camera.
decision to. Oh
This
my.
is all my parents have been waiting for. We've been watching your stuff from MTV.
Shamik,
back in the day.
Shamik. What the fuck are you saying?
Dude,
I don't know whether to be happy or sad. Give me 2 minutes. Yeah, emotion confusion. Give me 2 minutes. Because I don't know how to play this. The panelists would start talking and let me speak. And finally they put him on mute.
Yeah.
And he's still going on.
yeah. Cut his mic.
Yeah. How can you invite the guy and
Cut the
treat him
mic,
like
yeah,
that?
correct.
I love how he would be like, he'll insult you and then say cut his
cut
mic.
his
Like,
mic,
you
correct.
have been the worst guest we've had. Cut his mic.
I'll give you 30 seconds later. Not now. I've just abused your parents. But now you wait. All right. After a few ejaculation attempts, we have finally reached the beginning of the show, and we have Silvery back, our erstwhile producer.
Yes.
Not just producer, anchor, producer.
Yes.
The man about town. Man who built IVM on his broad shoulders
Yeah.
and got nothing in return, and he's never cried about it.
Never.
And as IVM becomes one of the biggest companies, I mean, Reliance, Tata's, IVM, at this point, you still leave them alone.
Whenever you start missing your low viewership numbers,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
you call me back. Like,
There you
"Arey, we've
go.
gone too high.
Right.
And
And when you say low viewership,
Yes.
we've been very steady with that.
Yes, exactly.
Consistency is our key.
Yes, exactly.
Discipline. And can we introduce our new guest? I think first time.
First time.
Although our boss, Mr. Amit Doshi, is a big fan apparently of this young man.
Yes, everyone is, man.
Yeah.
Out of
The
secret
internet loves him.
fans.
And corrected
See,
me.
this video goes viral because this guy's on it.
I
Then
only
why
have
don't you and I
secret
step
fans.
out and he just
Yeah, he
plays
just-
with himself
he
for 5
can-
minutes?
yeah,
Sorry,
Shamik
I'm
says.
distracted by you saying his shoulders are broad. I'm still not
Yeah.
moved on from that point. But
You know, I mean, language is beautiful that way. You know, there's also sarcasm, and let's not get
Sure.
into it. But Shamik, there's a big
Yes.
fight we had, me
Tell
and
me.
this young gentleman from Pawai via Panchgani. Is it Shamik or is it Shaumik?
it's sort of whatever you want it to be. I go with Shamik.
I think that's a lie.
Shamik.
I
No,
think
it's
you
not
go with
Shamik for sure.
Shamik.
He's pulling a
Sham Ike.
That's very Pawai of you. You've just decided to just
Yeah,
go
dude.
with the phonetics.
No, it's Shamik is what I said because I lived outside Bengal most
Do you speak
of my
Bengali
life.
at all?
Sure. Yeah.
So then what would you say if you talk to a Bengali guy?
I
What does he call you?
I don't tell them my name. I'm Shamik.
Or is it like actually Tuntun or Lolo or something?
It's actually Shomik.
I'm right!
Oh, shit, yeah, you were
never
right.
abuse
He
on
wins.
podcasts.
Oh,
Never
okay,
abuse.
wow.
But
Because
yeah.
I have Bengali friends.
Yeah.
Nobody sounds.
But
you make
they
it
don't know how to
very-
spell
You're making me
their own
Punjabi.
names.
You're making it
What the
Punjabi.
fuck, dude?
No.
we don't have a O.
I
in
know,
our-
I know,
You
I
know
know.
that,
Don't
right?
understand.
Yes.
Have you
But
tried to
just
say?
why not just
have
make
you
it
ever
easier
said-
for everyone
You
and
can't
do
say-
the AU?
You can't say FO to Bengalis. It's very long. It's ours. Go why the
yeah.
Hooghly turn right.
yeah. We
Go
don't
into
have
it.
O. We don't have V also. It's always B.
It's B, yeah,
B.
yeah.
We don't
So
have
you-
Ya. It's
yeah,
Ja.
yeah.
Jamuna.
Yeah.
Correct. So,
It's like
so the
Saudis
female,
have- Saudis
female
have some-
body part is vagina.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
the
know. I'm asking you. What do I
That's the
know?
Shuddh Bengali.
Sorry, again, we shouldn't
That's
mention
the
this.
Shuddh Bengali.
I mean,
for
I don't
us.
know. I just don't want people to be, you arm yourself in
Yeah,
life.
yeah, yeah,
You're in Calcutta, you're on a date,
Yeah.
and you're going to, don't say the wrong thing.
Nice.
No, absolutely.
Especially if you're two guys.
Lovely vagina.
Oh, if it's two
Sorry,
guys, that's all you're
apologize.
talking
Our
about.
viewership is getting lower
I
and
like
lower. Not just in numbers, also in
Yeah.
age.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
I like this because every
yeah.
time I tell my parents I'm going to be on the show, my parents can't wait to watch the episode.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
2 minutes in, we're talking about vaginas and all.
Yeah, I have to.
And
Sorry.
your mom's a doctor.
Yeah.
So she bloody well knows what
Oh,
we're talking
yeah.
about. Listen.
Exactly.
Oh, my, so kya hai wo?
That doesn't-
Sorry, Cyrus, I have to just be sincere for a minute. Like,
Fair.
this is a big deal for me because this will legitimize my career choice. Meeting you
What a
on
wrong
camera.
decision to. Oh
This
my.
is all my parents have been waiting for. We've been watching your stuff from MTV. back in the day.
Shamik.
Uh,
What the fuck are you saying?
Dude, this show has become like a rite of passage for
Yeah.
stand-up comics now.
No, that was that Samai's show and see what happened.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
they
correct.
don't-
Be very careful.
Yeah.
In my mother and father's minds,
Yeah.
Samai doesn't exist. It's this. This
You mean,
is all
what
there
do you
is.
mean? That's a beautiful sentence. Samai
correct.
doesn't exist.
Samai
Yeah,
doesn't
they are.
exist.
I mean, it's very Bengali of you,
They
yaar.
are in limbo right
Monday
now.
या Tuesday क्या फर्क है? We won't work today.
Accidentally, I was poetic there, but big fans from MTV days and.
What do you think? Your
feel
parents
good.
are big fans.
No, I'm a fan.
You
I
have
used
to
to watch
Google me
it.
on your way up.
No, I used to watch
Fair
it
enough.
back then. No, I'm also
Samai doesn't
older than
exist,
I
but
look.
they are big fans of Ranveer Alabhadia though, his parents.
Oh no, they don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2 minutes silence
Yeah.
for his career. Now it's revived. So
It's back. back.
Yeah,
right?
I
He's
mean,
back.
he was
Yeah,
who
he's
are we
just
to
killing
judge?
it. He just
And
can't.
in fact, you're friends with him, right?
Allah
He came on once on a podcast in the pandemic.
So you're
He did
friends with
something.
No,
Ranveer
we're
and
not
Sarvaria like
really-
this, yeah.
Yeah.
You've never met him. He's never been on the
And you always
show.
discuss your families.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we do, I guess. But that doesn't make us friends.
Okay. Words of Eknath Bhosle.
Yeah,
who's a different
I also
guy,
like to
who's a
watch
different guy.
his
In
parents.
case, habitat का अपना opposite है. Just
Yeah.
we point. We have two guys down. We see guys coming with sticks. We just point.
You guys have spare chairs in case we need them. Just
Yeah,
saying.
correct.
You think Kunal Kamran will start wearing helmets and all now? Just for
That's a
safety?
good idea.
I mean, why take a chance, right?
Just always be ready for a headshot.
Shamik has performed back in that building since that
Yeah,
big
it was
thing.
my
No, but I
home.
heard again they shut it.
It's shut again. It's.
So you opened for a little while, then
Yeah.
you did something wrong now.
I
What did you
didn't
say?
show up. That's what happened.
Ah, very Bengali.
I was protesting
There
outside
you
for
go.
no reason.
Just
Boo
carry
Hartal.
Mamta Didi's picture with you. You're safe.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're safe here. Here no one is safe. Yeah.
Not here. There's a very small.
Pondicherry, where we go to die.
So Panya and Mehta were on recently, right? And I think they talked about what happened at the Habitat, which is that
So that's
they're trying to register everyone and all. You heard about this shit?
No, so I heard that in fact the date started. Somebody here said it started and all.
Yeah.
And within a week they had again gone into a.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
remember what was the exact thing.
I think it's been. I think they were advised to.
Yeah.
No, again people
discontinue.
came, Baba.
Huh?
Firstly,
Now they're in the audience. So now the worry is audience में कौन है?
Correct. They're plain clothes, disruptors.
Includes me, they weren't well dressed the first time. Not exactly the most
They weren't.
sophisticated.
Audience में कौन है?
Mohammed
Another
Ali
show.
party चला के आके.
yeah. Audience में कौन है?
Monocle.
Yeah, one glove, you may kiss my hand.
Slap you
And
with
now
that
I
glove.
break the, yeah.
I'm saying audience में कौन है is another show hosted by Kunal.
Kunal,
Vijay
yeah.
Kar.
I
It's
also
like-
thought of
Man.
that, yeah.
Yeah. I love it's the times have changed. I look forward to a audience where there's like 3 people. It's back to those
Come
days.
to
I'm
my
like,
shows.
Yeah.
You can make it 4. Yeah.
Oh, this is the audience. I didn't realize.
This is it?
These guys paid to be here.
Don't be
Yeah.
silly. We adjust.
We do a background check for everyone.
Sometimes when I want to pee, I have 2 things in my hand. So, Abhay sir is very sweet. That way,
Prithvi
yeah.
and Abhay, sir.
Well, it's not that. I mean, 1 is enough. But you're okay if you want to brag.
This is what they did in that animal movie, right? He brags about this. He has to give a urine
No, but
sample.
animal movie could be like Black Stallion or animal movie
No,
as
the
a movie called Animal.
Animal,
Achha,
the big one.
Yeah. The Monty Python.
The definitive movie of last year.
The greatest film ever
Yeah,
made. Huh?
Yeah.
where he it's the new alpha male thing. It's like he has to give a urine sample,
Oh, nice.
but the bag is too small for his urine. It's like this is not big enough for my urine. So I'm like, this is a weird way to say.
Yeah,
it.
so it's not about the penis.
Yeah,
here.
it's
Also,
bladder
it's more about,
size.
It's more about the liquid.
Yeah, he's like my bladder is bigger than your bladder.
How does he not
Oh.
realize you need
Oh,
only
bloody,
like
oh, bladder,
you need a
my
few
bosom.
drops?
Yeah,
You need only a few drops. You don't
The
need
only
the
few
entire.
drops is when I give a sample because it starts with a few drops.
Yeah, that's
Then a
enough.
few
That's
more
all you can
drops.
get.
Then I leave and there's still drops. That's a horrible thing.
Because it's Ranbir's, they drink the rest of it. So
Oh
they're like-
God.
That's a biopic
That's why
of
the
another
he needs to
gentleman
take
altogether.
all
You
of
guys don't know your history, really. But
Oh
anyway,
yeah. Famous.
let's quit while we're ahead.
Yes, sure.
Because we are just put the address now, nothing, link here. Habitat, 2nd floor, right?
Yeah,
Just
this-
put up a H over
Yeah,
here. You'll
yeah.
find-
H or WH.
Yeah. Just imagine a poorly made edge.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
a
But
habitat edge.
what if they come and say it's not in Devanagari? And there we start fighting. But H, man, H, Devanagari में नहीं है.
तो
And I'm like, okay.
मराठी में होना पड़ेगा अब
हाँ,
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 लिखना
हाँ.
पड़ेगा।
क्या बोलते हो?
अब तो मराठी में रखना
हाँ,
पड़ेगा
बोल.
क्या
मराठी मत बोल.
I don't know Marathi.
Then we have to
I'm
leave.
screwed.
तामड़ी
Yeah,
सामड़ी भाई.
Laka. That's great
He
Marathi.
has to reawaken
That's
his,
excellent
he has to
Marathi.
reawaken his inner Bengali. We don't go to Marathi yet. One by one.
Tavdi.
So anyway, we've come to
Yeah.
this impasse here with Shamik ji, who's
Please, it's Shamik. Huh? I'm
Shamik
Shamik.
Saab, who's
No,
a-
I'm Shamik.
Shamik beta, who's
Mr. Chakrabarti.
Mr. Chakrabarti.
That's right.
Do you think if you become a really big star, you think you'll make it shorter?
The
like,
name?
like an international star, no? The Chakrabarti, or you think it'll be better to keep it?
I think it's good. It sounds like Italian to some people. It's
Yeah.
like
Chakrabarti.
Chakrabarti. Yeah. I got some Italian followers on Instagram recently.
Really?
I think they just saw the last
Is it
letter.
Rahul Gandhi's mom? No, no.
I
Because that's not exactly, I mean, with due respect, I mean...
it's her burner account. I think it's her only.
Okay. So 2 Italians in Liverpool are drinking and you happen to turn up.
Yeah.
And they just like your name.
Italians near you have followed you.
Is Chakrabarti as widely known as like knowing being a Bengali surname?
You're
even
asking him this
globally?
after 5 years of friendship?
Yeah. Why
Now
not
you're
ask
showing
me
interest
on
after I
our
corrected
podcast?
you.
Yeah, that's what I do.
He argued with me about your name.
What did
It's
he say?
Shamik.
Shamik.
That's what I say, but
Yeah,
the
that's-
official
he says it.
version is.
No, when you
How do you
cross
make it
from
out?
Chandigarh, it becomes Shamik because
Yeah,
nobody's
yeah.
going to bother with your
Sure. Yeah,
extra
correct.
things.
Yes, of
But
course.
yeah, I thought as a friend, you'd,
No. But I go by Shamik basically.
What do you
He's
call
not
him?
wrong.
Antariksh or Silver?
Antariksh, he calls me.
Antariksh.
I think Antariksh is not our producer. He thinks he's our producer
What
of
is
our
that?
podcast. He's the animal wrangler.
Yeah,
We have
yeah,
a
correct.
cat and he handles it while
Who's
we're
a big cat
recording.
guy?
The cat attacks him so
Cat
that we
just
can
attacks me
focus
that
on
time.
our...
Dude, every time I go for a recording of Crickheads,
Yeah.
it
Should we use
becomes
the
my
full form
responsibility.
of cat?
Cutely acute
No,
technology.
pussycat. No, the
Oh, okay,
full-
like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you kill the gag.
Yeah, he's
You get
drowning in
wrong
it
that
while
way.
we're recording,
I mean,
he's-
what a comeback, man. Really.
He comes, does our podcast, gets a tetanus shot immediately.
That's exactly
Gets
right, dude. I
scratched
just
so
covered in
much.
scratches the entire time.
Thank
But
you for
you
your
have a
service.
cat on set, is it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Siddharth Dudeja is the other guy on the...
You know,
and he
yeah.
has a...
I
he has a
knew
cat.
him when he was big enough to sit on a cat and kill it. Now he's a much lighter, right?
Yeah, he's lighter
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
lost
He's-
a lot of weight.
he's-
So quickly talk about the cricket podcast that they
Yes,
do as well.
it's called Crickheads. That's what we've decided to call it, and it's we are two guys.
Why
who,
is he signaling to you like he's coaching you? What?
I
No,
don't
that's
know,
our
he's-
sign on
he's
the
an-
podcast. This is
It's like a three
that's our gang sign.
Guy's talking and
Yeah.
you're doing this at the back.
That's the gang sign. That's,
Thanks for the
isn't
support.
Is this what a cricket bat is? This is what, this is what a
Do
cricket
we have a
bat
cat here? We just keep him occupied.
Yeah.
And it's two guys who we call it like we are only vibes fans. We are not. We don't know the stats. We don't know what happened yesterday.
Anyone
which ball.
can, stats are overrated. Now
Yeah.
you just have to
Yeah.
Google it. What's the
Yeah,
difference?
yeah, and there are enough stats-related serious podcasts. So we just do nonsense, brain rot. I think is what they
No,
call
it's
it.
all different. I grew up in the 80s and 90s
Yeah.
where I could show off at a party. I'd be like,
Yeah.
Zahir Abbas made 216 yesterday for Gloucester versus Sussex.
Yeah.
And a girl would be like, wow, come to the bedroom immediately. But those days are gone because now everyone will,
Those
and
days
you
are
correct
so
me
gone.
also. It was Swansea, whatever.
Oh, those days are so gone.
But when I was young, a lot of people had that. Indians
Yeah.
were very good at that. No?
Yeah.
Stats football also, cricket,
Football.
like top of the mind.
Yeah, I remember a 63
Yeah.
at the
They were
7th
the most
minute.
unpopular boys in class,
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
they start giving a lecture and correcting you about small things and all.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you're very good with stats.
I used to be.
Oh, really?
But now, now
Cricket?
the only 36,
Yeah, yeah.
24, 36 is still top of the mind for me.
Okay, great.
But, huh? That's Rohit Sharma's last
Yeah,
three
yeah,
innings.
yeah,
Okay, he made 76 yesterday
Yeah.
as of recording.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I think those numbers have changed now, by the way.
Coming back to the older.
Yeah, I'm talking about this. These.
Yeah,
I think
depends
it's,
on- see, I like
it's gotten
curvaceous-
wider.
There are new
I don't
standards.
mind.
And then wider again.
If you want to discuss the female form, I like curvaceous numbers. Like, I don't like a skinny V-shaped woman.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's not my
Appreciate it.
thing.
Yeah, man.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
More
fuck
of a-
working out. Dude.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell? A woman with broad shoulders and I mean,
What
and
letter do you choose then?
I don't look at them as
L shape.
letters.
I like an L shape.
I look
Sorry.
at them
A
in
woman with a
very
broken
dark
leg.
lighting and where resistance is not.
So you can't read
Important.
them.
Yeah.
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 What did you say? read them. Read them.
Yeah.
How off topic are we
Yes,
right now?
not
Cricket.
us.
Let's talk about
Cricket,
cricket.
the big fans. So we're just two guys talking about cricket while a cat
So
interrupts
don't,
us.
Shamik and Siddharth Dudeja,
Yeah.
you keep looking at me saying two guys, and then I'm not a host.
Oh, sorry. You're
but
just
he's part of
around.
it.
Producer, yes.
He's off camera,
Yeah,
but
off
he's
camera.
there,
But
and
he's the brains here.
he's
Shomik.
the brains.
Without him, what will you guys do?
And if you
Yeah,
listen to the
cricket.
podcast, you will see that the
Yeah.
brains behind this is not really at work right
I
now.
took him, we went to KKR for about a week.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he keeps bringing that
had a
every
great
episode.
time.
Yeah,
He knew no
My
one.
only claim to fame. When it comes to
Everybody
cricket.
else is like pointing out,
Yeah.
Rutherford,
Dude, even
Mitchell
now.
Stark. No idea.
Yeah.
He's
Even
like
now.
foreigner.
I was like, who's
foreigner,
that?
Bengali,
Yeah,
Bihari,
exactly.
Maharashtrian.
It's
That's the best he could do.
racially profiling.
Yeah, racially profiled. What else can he do?
Even now,
Yeah.
we were doing an episode of India versus New Zealand series,
No,
and
oh my God.
he's like, is Andre Russell
Oh
there
my
because he
God.
knows Andre Russell from your
Wow,
that
so he just
one.
put him anywhere.
Yeah. I'm like, why would he be?
What a
Yeah.
global citizen.
Sure,
What a
yeah.
secularist. Yeah, you're in
Yeah,
the wrong
man.
country.
Yeah, dude, of
Just
course.
put Andre Russell anywhere.
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Tanzania is playing Ecuador, and you put
Virat
him there.
Kohli plays for Australia, right? Like, isn't that
yeah.
thing?
Yeah, every second day. Yeah.
Yeah, he is cricket.
He is,
So-
yeah. He can play for any. At this point, he can play for any
So
country.
what does he
wants.
bring to the party then? Because he doesn't even like the
My
game.
recording equipment.
Yeah,
and then
basically.
they
The
get
experience.
edited.
He's
and
the
watch it,
biggest.
et cetera.
Without him, the podcast wouldn't exist.
Shamik, I think
Two
I've
people
got it.
Tell
talking.
me.
I've understood. He's representing the fan who doesn't like cricket who tunes in.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you got to look at him. There are
Correct.
minorities, but we look
Yeah.
after our minorities in our country.
Yeah.
So
At
it
least
makes
in the
sense.
podcast verse,
the
yeah,
podcast
yeah.
is like a, I would say, symbolic of the entire country.
It's a
and yours
microcosm.
especially.
Yeah.
Mine is more Bangladesh.
Yes.
Oh, is that where we are?
Bhutan.
Well, I'll do well on this podcast.
Yeah.
You should call me Shamik only.
Yeah, Shamik Dada.
So please check out Crickheads on the Crickheads channel. Siddharth Dudeja, Shami Chakrabarti.
And
very
we
fun.
are also going to appear on it, but then you never
Yeah.
call me back.
Please
Dude, I
do.
keep saying, and you're so
Liar.
elusive. You're so elusive.
Oh, elusive.
with
I have to
everything.
work. I sit here and then I get
What?
bored and I leave.
What?
Yeah, please be on. We
yeah,
need someone
please
who
do.
knows some stats, so
Yeah,
you can
correct.
come and
But
fill
those are
that
not important. I
void.
think people like cricket.
Correct, that's it. That's all
I
you
always
need.
like doing this when cricket lovers talk and the other people don't just move
Yeah.
away. It's so
It's
much fun.
nice. You just get rid of
It's
the...
little Brahmanical and should not be encouraged. But this is what happens. People are like, we like this. We are talking. My friend Kunal, I just humiliate him. Get sports lovers together or sex lovers and just chat. And he's like, what are you talking about?
Only two topics.
Yeah.
But what food do they eat?
Then he asked me, sex involves a woman. I was like, no, it's whatever you want, He still thinks Zomato ke liye sab kuch Zomato pe milega.
It's only,
I told not exactly.
it's only food porn for him.
Yeah, they haven't gone there. There's a donut, for example.
Yeah.
Oh, stop.
So I love Kunal, okay? I love their channel, Khane Mein Kya Hai. But there's one thing, okay? They have a show on
Do
their
his
channel.
Hindi with the English accent for
Okay.
10 seconds.
So they have the show on their channel called that's the
Yeah,
Kunal's
yeah.
best memory. The
So they have the show
then-
on their channel,
Yeah.
which is and I forget.
And then you have to yawn mid-sentence.
happening.
You have to yawn also mid-sentence.
Oh, that was we've done a
Yawn
show with
mid-sentence.
idiot Kunal.
Yeah.
7. We counted 7 yawns before the break.
On the thing.
So Silvery and I were just counting the yawns after some time.
It just became the joke.
And they were talking like this. We're animated and having fun. It wasn't like that boring.
How are you that relaxed on camera? I guess that's an achievement.
That is
I think
Yeah.
lack of interest is a very, not research subject.
Yeah.
Remember when you're in class and the teacher's talking and then hours have passed and you have no idea what happened. He was in one of those moments.
So,
we were discussing like a murder of a 9-year-old child or something.
Oh,
so everybody
nice.
else was paying
Oh,
attention.
one of the most boring
Oh,
topics.
he
of
was
all.
like, what? No
Right.
chapati? What the fuck?
I think he had just eaten a full meal or something.
Then we go into that dark humor category where we'll have to join Mr. Ranveer
Allahabad
Kanpur
Haji.
wala. Haan.
Yes.
Sorry, the moment you said
Yeah.
donuts, you brought donuts, and this is
I
where
said
the-
donut.
Donut.
Donuts is another sexual metaphor.
Yeah.
Donut is another
But
sexual.
I am going there only.
Yeah, go.
Something entered my head. There was this video.
What? Okay.
No, that's not
Oh,
it.
God.
A thought occurred. Let me.
What a horrible
Stay
show we've
clear.
had so far.
Yeah,
just
that's
for the
fine.
record.
Perfect.
If your parents are watching, we apologize.
Yeah, my parents are watching,
I
and
apologize
they
for that
came
as well.
for you, Cyrus.
Yeah,
and
they'll never watch
they
again.
Yeah,
arrived
I don't
for
eat
you.
donuts.
So we got
I
two
only
new
lick them,
viewers and we've lost
Yeah.
them already.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Go ahead.
net zero.
Yeah.
There's a video of this guy who's a one-handed guy making idlis like this. That was leaked. He was like crushing.
But is that
idlis.
really true or they just do it for the shot?
I don't know, but the comment was like, now we know how he's making the vada, which was like, that really struck me and stayed
Oh,
with
that's
me.
awesome.
I don't know if you guys heard this.
Yeah.
This whole thing with the sweat. The guy who makes your sandwich or bail you're saving the
Yeah.
chart on the road.
Yeah.
Basically, the sweat is the
It's the
secret
essence,
ingredient.
it's the
Correct.
herbs and spices. Yeah,
Yeah,
No, you never want
Sweat
to find
and
out.
love.
But I'm like, if it whatever it tastes good, so just
Yeah.
leave it.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
check with Colonel Sanders what was
Oh
his
my God.
secret. So
Yeah.
it's.
Or you think his sweat, a sample of his sweat has still survived because you have to keep
No, I mean,
replicating that.
they isolated that chemical
That
and they
isotope.
replicated it.
Isotope.
You're saying sweat, it could be worse also, no?
Yeah,
You know these Americans?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
it's
Yeah.
nasty. They're
Racially
nasty.
profiled. -2.
But yeah, I think you can't bother about how it's being made.
I
You just
think
go for it.
Like that, we'll find fear in everything
Yeah.
we think of. There'll be
yeah.
something
You know the
going on.
latest fake paneer thing that is going on?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not fake.
It is fake.
No, paneer is made in many different ways now, yaar.
So
You don't just take milk
a
and just,
fake way of making paneer
What
is
is fake? As in, it's 3D printed.
I don't know.
What
It
is
doesn't pass the iodine test. Supposedly, there's some
See,
iodine
you're
test.
just throwing it out there like a WhatsApp forward,
See,
bro.
I saw some half video made by Mohit Mangal or something.
You
Mohit
got
Mag-
distracted after
Yeah,
half
correct,
the
of course.
video.
Yeah. And in that, he was like, I went across all these fast food chains, local restaurant, eateries, and tested all their paneer. First, he tested them at home, then he tested them in
Shaumak,
the
you were
lab.
telling me you dated a girl who was 22% silicon. Okay? Did you call her fake?
Never. Never. I don't know why I'm yes-anding this,
I
but
don't
yes.
know. Why would you tell me this the
Yeah.
first time we met?
Unbelievable.
Silicon in food is gonna be fake.
So wait, what is?
Bro, there's a... Sorry,
So-
go ahead.
No, what is it? Is it not dairy? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, it's not
No,
dairy.
so there's a pure form of
Right?
making
Yeah.
cottage cheese paneer,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That doesn't exist all the time
Sure,
anymore.
sure,
Because
it's-
the world goes, thanks to technology
It's
and
not
chemicals and-
economically
It's
viable
not
also, yeah.
viable and it's also, for some people, the taste is a little
Yeah.
different. They find different ways to do things.
So
So
it's-
this calling it fake, is a little too much because all our foods are now processed. There are other
Correct.
things involved.
Correct.
You just mentioned the guy with the,
Yeah, that's
bugle thing.
fully organic.
There you go.
I don't know if it's not milk or not paneer, but
If I was
as long as
Shahrukh,
know,
I
know
would
it's
sue
fake.
you.
Hey, how do I know, man? What am I, a
Not
scientist?
us two who are supporting him.
I just
I
found it
can't
very
believe
interesting.
it's
And
not
never
milk.
pick
I
on
found half
somebody's
the video
wife
very
and all that.
interesting,
Bro, that's damn touchy.
Yeah.
You just say to him, it's okay.
Yeah, okay.
Also, what kind of pervert goes around testing paneer like that?
Yeah,
Just
and-
two different institutions. This is not authentic.
Yeah, really.
You have to first go buy.
And what a bad social life,
Yeah.
Every time he takes a girl out, paneer. After 42 dates, he's just doing the same thing. And he wants her to not like it. Imagine the end is, do you hate it?
Yeah.
God.
We
Ouch.
go home. We go home hungry.
Want to stop the show?
No,
No,
it's
no,
fine.
no.
Let me get to some topics.
Oh,
Apparently
yeah,
some
yeah,
topics.
Don't
No,
tire
no.
yourself.
No, I'm trying not to. Yes,
You're calling
correct.
people in the middle of the show?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
It's all on my phone. So
Okay.
also,
I'll have a donut. You?
Prithvi sent me
What
some.
about?
Anything
Yeah.
that doesn't have a hole in it, just order.
Yeah, Prithvi sent me some very interesting topics. Okay.
VVS Lakshman was the last real
His
runner.
calling wasn't great.
He used
yeah.
to bring the runner on the
His
moment.
calling.
Second innings, he's
Firstly,
like,
I'm a
not
huge
ready.
fan, so don't be
Same.
mean to
No,
Ben
huge
Liverpool.
fan.
But yes, his calling was in, and in fact, across the border, Yusuf Johanna, who became Mohammad
Yeah,
Yusuf.
yeah.
There are 2-3 of these guys who
Yeah.
you didn't want to ever run with.
No, no, no.
It's almost like they would say yes and then turn.
Yeah.
Inzamam was
a legend. He's a
once
legend.
Wasim Akram told this story, which is damn funny.
Yeah.
It's, you know, they're like 1 or 2 runs to get in a one-day game or whatever, and mid pitch, so he said, "Kuch bhi ho,
Yeah.
bhagna padega."
Yeah.
Kuch bhi ho. So they've got this whole thing that they're going to run. There's no whatever. Touch the ball, don't touch the ball. So he plays the shot. Inzamam, Wasim runs. They're both at the batting end. Match is over. Wasim said, "क्या हुआ?"
yeah.
Sorry, मैं भूल गया.
Yeah. Inzamam
True
said,
story.
भाई आप यहाँ कैसे कर सकते
Yeah,
हैं?
आप यहाँ कैसे?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
asking him, क्या हुआ? Oh, मैं भूल गया.
Yeah.
One run. There's no option. You know, what do you want to do?
There was this one game which Lakshman won for us. He had a runner and he was just standing and he was shouting at the guy who's running for him. Pragyan Oja. He's like, that was a 2. Why didn't you run 2? And I was like, if you were
Technically,
running.
Pragyan is also from the same state at that time before the states were bifurcated. And so I will allow that firstly, because that's a very, very important point that your own guy gets to run for
Regional.
you.
That's true.
Rather than,
Support.
somebody from the north or from the east or whatever.
Yeah, that local connection.
The local connection. He's giving a job to someone.
Oh, nice. That's why Prithvi runs for you. Bombay connection. Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, were you bored when we discussed Lakshman and Yusuf Johanna and all these guys? For a minute, did you sink?
I completely zoned out.
You zoned out.
I have no idea what names
So
were
anytime
said.
you want to break,
what
tell us.
sport
We'll
was
break
this?
into cricket.
Were you talking
Absolutely.
about golf? Was this
We
golf?
talk about Nari
See, I don't know, he likes
contract.
the older
Yeah.
generation.
I'm
This guy is
older
nerd.
than I look.
I get scared
Sai.
when I meet T20 lovers because I feel I
No,
don't
no,
have their
no.
love for
Correct.
T20 and all that.
I'm
so I get scared.
89 born. I'm old.
Well, you're Bengali also.
Yeah, I'm
So
Bengali.
Obviously, your
I'm a
education is
old soul.
holistic. It's not going to be like one T20 match involving KKR.
No.
Yeah.
KKR, since they threw Ganguly out, they're not my team.
Oh, that is amazing. Sorry, go to sleep.
No, it's fine.
You remember that? When he
Yeah.
comes back to play for Pune
Yeah.
and they're shouting for Ganguly.
Yeah.
Only in India
Only.
can you have Eden Gardens
Yeah.
against KKR because Saurav has come to bat. They're all shouting. And the KKR guys are all looking at each other. I don't know, there are a couple of homegrown Bengali boys
This
in
is the
that.
Gambhir
or not,
time,
but-
no?
Sorry?
This was Gambhir, right? This is-
Yeah,
This is very much. They were all there. They were all there.
He's learned something from our
I only know this
podcast.
because Gambhir talked about this during the KKR
Oh.
podcast.
That's true. He mentioned the podcast.
You can go on Mastermind as your
Oh, he had to
expert
edit
is.
and all, no? So
Acha,
yeah,
yeah.
go to
You
the
can go on
whole-
Mastermind and be like, his
Lovely.
topic is KKR. He knows
KKR,
nothing else
bro.
about
What's with
KKR.
Mastermind? Why do they have those panel and music?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a friendly game.
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
is he getting shot or something? Like,
Yeah.
oh, that I feel ashamed, honestly.
Yes,
if
yeah,
people
correct.
actually think that it's worse than Bakra,
Yeah.
you know, how can you, really? And
We
then
are,
you-
we are too big for Shah Rukh, man. You don't
No, I
watch
mean,
that.
he'll be passing by with 32
Yeah,
cars and an elephant and all.
Yeah, and we'll
I'll
be-
be going
and
like,
we'll be drinking
bhaiya,
coffee."
bhaiya, rickshaw, bhaiya, and the rickshaw will be going, fuck you. And that'll be like Kunal Kamra because he's got no other work right now.
Exactly.
Doing rounds in Habitat.
Yeah.
Trying to pick up these guys one on one.
One.
One ladai karega main. But he's got a very soft approach. I don't think he's a violent man.
Kamra?
Hmm.
Yeah. But is that a problem you're saying?
How do you defend himself? Push comes to shove, you should
But that's
at
the better
least
thing.
take down 1 or 2 guys, right?
Yeah.
You, in your mind, you should be
Fair.
able
Hey,
to.
man, no man, Gandhigiri ke raaste pe chalo yaar.
Is that why?
Not known to be a comedian. Huh?
Has that why you've been beefing up, Sai? Is ready for that
No, I'm
moment?
married, so I'm fighting all the
Yeah.
time.
Okay.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? Are you married?
No.
You have no
not
idea. The woman didn't speak to me for 2 days. That's the woman I'm dating. My wife also giving me trouble. No. But you know why my wife fought
Yeah.
with me? I'll tell you. Since you want to talk about these
Please,
important
please,
things, right?
please.
And since he's just married, he thinks marriage is easy.
No, it's.
There
alright.
is. I
It's
like
work.
to shut is the wrong word apparently. Draw the curtain or pull the curtain or whatever
Huh.
fuck it is in Bengali.
Yeah.
So I did all that, and I like it dark. Rooms dark.
Yeah.
Most men like dark rooms or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
It's because
yeah.
we're ugly.
Yeah.
And there's one bit where the curtain doesn't cover properly.
There's a sliver of
Yeah,
light.
it's about the size of that card.
Huh.
So I put a hand towel or I put a newspaper, I put whatever. She's like a rabid animal. She tears things. She goes like, she becomes Hulk. She actually turns green. Okay, and her delts are coming out and her traps go up and all that. And it's like,
Why? Because it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing.
yeah, she just goes mad.
It's
She's
just not supposed to be there.
And I still don't understand why that triggers
Yeah,
someone so much.
I get it.
That's
We haven't
interesting.
spoken for 48 hours.
I get it.
So be very careful. These women are nuts, bro.
It happens.
And love
yes.
women. But it's really
If,
difficult.
hey,
yes,
if you
yes.
don't speak to your wife for 48 hours, you have to report to the police, right? Isn't that
No. The police will congratulate you. They also are married. Don't worry.
We're all married.
See, Abhay has been married 3 times. Every time I talk about marriage, he's the only one who understands. You have to feel the pain.
Yeah.
It's like being molested. If you actually molested, you understand what people are talking about. Otherwise, you're just trying to empathize.
Sure.
Sorry.
Right? You know.
Yeah, of course.
You molested yourself out of sheer desperation.
All the time, man.
On a dark
I have
street in
to.
Yeah,
Powai.
you just got married, Antariksh.
Yeah.
How does it feel? How's it so far?
Separate bedrooms, already
Yeah,
4 months.
right now it's mostly chill, but sometimes I
Who
do
makes
encounter
decisions?
this.
See, these small things will
Yeah,
just start
correct,
piling
correct.
up and you start going mad.
Dude, like, so my wife has this thing of the bed being very neat always.
Oh God,
Okay.
me too.
So like in the sense,
Yeah. If there's a single crease.
crease,
it's a
exactly. There
problem.
can't be any crease.
Go on.
Okay. So she has this thing. I don't know. I don't know.
She's not the only one.
Yeah, I'm
It's
sure,
a
right?
very stereotype, which is true.
Yeah,
Trust me.
like the blanket cannot be unfolded
No.
for even 1 minute if you're off the bed.
I think it's
Firstly that.
my
And
mom has the same.
Dude,
thing.
so
So
if
lot
I
of-
yeah.
if I get up from the bed to go to the washroom, if
Yeah.
I come back, she'll have stretched the bed sheet so that the crease
Yeah,
मेरे
yeah,
ass
yeah.
का print नहीं रहे.
This is
Yeah.
very
Even if I have to
normal.
sit back.
Yeah.
Very normal. You're not supposed to use the bed, not even for sex.
Dude, I can't eat in my own bed.
Oh, no.
That's
What
That's
guts?
a huge problem.
That's his
Joker, yeah.
complaint.
Where do you
Dude,
get
I have to
guts
sit
from?
on the table right
Oh
next
no,
to
you
it.
want bed and
Yeah,
breakfast.
So
This
The
guy wants-
audacity of this
He
man.
wants bed and breakfast
what?
every day in his own house.
My
Yeah,
wife
dude.
becomes Ornob immediately with these kind of things. Immediately. The
No,
finger pointing. and the
Eating in
screaming.
bed, even I don't think that's a good
Although
idea.
I don't know why
Really?
you got your mother into the whole story.
Sorry, I'm just saying that's a woman thing. Women
It
are
is a
obsessed
woman's thing,
with-
but I got uncomfortable.
Yes, sorry.
my
Abhi to
mother
Samay
eats in
Raina
her
and
bed,
all
Wrong
that.
timing
Sorry, I
to
was
bring
not
it. Please,
comfortable.
you got
This whole
everything.
bedroom
Let's
thing
restart
and
this
the
whole
dynamics
thing.
was not, my heart is shaking.
Same.
Don't judge by my nipple, which is bursting. But that's also because at the same time I'm getting
Yeah.
thoughts.
Everything has its own drawer now. It has to.
And you have to remember.
Yeah, always. And also shoes cannot be out. They have to
Oh,
be in the rack.
man.
They
This
belong
next
to a
learning.
place.
Yeah, there is a
place.
proper designated place.
Oof.
Yeah.
And sometimes now I have.
This is why, honestly, the sad part is only gay men can understand women.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true.
It's true.
Because mostly we don't understand why that crease is so important.
Correct.
Poor guys had a long
Yeah,
day at
yeah,
work.
yeah.
You want to tell her, I've got this gig, I might get like 50 lakhs out of it or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, crease. Right?
Exactly.
You can't focus on anything else.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
what
how
the fuck?
you wanna.
God, I wish I was gay.
That's what it's come
Okay,
to,
cool.
guys.
Talking about wives.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No, I'm single.
You live alone?
I have a
With
flatmate.
Mom and dad?
No. My mom and dad in Bangalore. I live with a comedian.
Comedian,
another
Aman.
comedian
That one.
flatmate.
But you have your own room?
Yeah, I have my own room.
Does he worry about creasing and all that?
Nobody worries. Our house is the antithesis of all this.
Dude,
that you're
apparently
saying.
for the longest time they
Go,
didn't have
go there for
spoons.
an hour just to be normal.
Yeah.
Didn't you like not have spoons?
We had no furniture. We had no cutlery. People used to visit our house and they wanted a spoon, so they bought spoons and gave it to us. They're like, so we can
How do
eat.
you eat only with your hands?
Dude,
We had
they-
one
But
spoon
curry
each.
and all that?
We had 2 spoons. One for him,
no,
one for
they
me.
would
Done.
apparently.
You share like that with each other? Like
Yeah,
what's
like
in
what-
your mouth and-
across our hands over.
What
and,
Aman told me
They would
is that,
spoon, huh?
Yeah,
that
we
they,
would-
whenever they're calling from
I'm
like,
the big spoon.
you know, whenever they're calling from like Zomato,
Yeah,
there's an
comedians,
option.
You have to understand, we'll do a few jokes.
Yeah, we
That's
have to
fine.
get it out of our
Yeah.
system.
Yeah,
sorry.
Now talk.
They would like, you know, like when you're ordering from Zomato, there's an option to send extra cutlery. Wouldn't you like always tick that?
Yeah, but then
option?
I also
But
care
that's
for the
fake cutlery,
environment.
Not real
Yeah, yeah.
cutlery.
That's
But-
plastic.
And then you
throw.
reuse that.
Which is good if it doesn't break. I break them all.
Yeah.
Pointless.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
that's
it's wooden,
pretty bad.
I
It's
don't
always
mind
bad.
it.
Yeah,
I
sure.
just don't want plastic.
I didn't know that you had to like wash plates and all that till I got married. So my mother would do all this. You never paid attention.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
she-
true.
In the pandemic, she started making me wash things. And all.
Yeah.
I hate this whole
You,
thing.
there's categories like many of these bachelor pads. There'll
Yeah.
just be like a mountain of footwear just at the entrance where people have just thrown them.
Yeah.
And
This
they're
is the
all
way
like,
it should be.
yeah,
yaar.
you just
Yeah.
reach in and pull
That's
out
what
the
I do.
one.
I mean,
which,
if you go to Siddhivinayak or whatever, that's how you just put your shoes and you take them back, and that's one of the reasons you go to pray to God. Chappal
Yeah.
hoga ya nahi hoga. You check.
that's where you get it.
Prabhu, one आखिरी सवाल.
God, I'm trusting you. Please. I took out 2 minutes of my time to be.
Thunderbolt. Kashak. Yeah. Sorry. Let's do some.
Yeah, let's
topics
do
here.
the
Yes.
questions.
So we have to take a break, bro.
You take a break before a topic?
Can we take a break?
Yeah, yeah.
Break.
It's time. Create the life you've always dreamed of. Join me, Ashton Doctor, on a journey of self-discovery, productivity, and wellness. In just a few minutes, we'll bring you practical insights and actionable tips to help you build positive habits that stick. Tune in to The Compounding Mindset, brought to you by Access Mutual Funds. Subscribe to the podcast now and start your transformation today. Don't wait. Do it now. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
We can come back.
Oh, that was quick. You are right. Yeah.
Still looking for a sponsor, no?
Nice.
So in the break, we look for the sponsor, then we come back.
Oh, you look for a
sponsor. Sponsor.
You just
sponsor.
write intentionally left blank. You just put that on the
You
screen.
never know. It's not a live show anymore. So in that few hours that we take to post it,
Plug something.
Yeah,
in.
the sponsors are always calling up.
Yeah,
Kaun hai? Adani Saab. But not Gautam. There's a guy with the same name.
So this article is that fertility is in crisis. Okay, why the young healthy
Where
people
in India?
are struggling to conceive worldwide and also in India.
Well,
Yeah.
if you said worldwide, why are you saying also in India?
But
Are we on a different planet? Antariksh?
No,
Bola
it's
nahi
not
worldwide.
just. It's
World
not just.
of the world is bigger. India is smaller. Something
Yeah,
explain
correct.
math. Bro, how do
Yeah,
you work with this
correct.
person?
That's true.
You have pain in your eye, no, on my head
Yeah,
and
yeah.
in my eye.
Silvery, we
All
miss-
over my body, but also in my
Silvery,
eye.
we miss you so much because half the time we're just trying to correct you. We just behave like nerds
Yeah,
when
man.
he's around, you know.
This is-
Do you know his
Okay.
geography problems?
No, what is it?
So
No, I don't
he
know.
hit the big time on our show with this geography thing.
Oh, he has no-
He'd anchor a lot, so he'd
Yeah.
set up the thing.
Huh.
And he set up with a lot of gusto.
I always
but he
set
could
the location
never-
first.
Yeah. And
It's
the, and, the,
always-
and the location he would struggle with the word sometimes.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, okay.
This comes
Nirvan,
from
Puram,
Aurangabad.
Oh,
Aurangabad.
you struggled with
I
it just
was-
now.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
that was by design.
So we would wait for that. And then nobody cares about the rest of it. You're only worried about the name. Yeah.
But this is worldwide and India.
Worldwide and India.
We are,
Fair, fair.
People are not making babies. There are multiple problems apparently.
Yeah.
Uh,
One is same-sex loving. It's difficult.
yes, correct.
A lot of
It's
my
become-
friends who are
there's
same-sex
too
lovers,
much
I'm like, boss,
same-sex love.
nahi ho
Yes,
payega.
correct.
No, it says in the great book. No great
Correct.
book. It doesn't say.
Yeah. There are multiple
Wait,
problems.
you're saying they're not able to make kids, right? That's
So-
different
they
from
don't
not
want to
making.
make. That-
So-
you're right, you're right. Two
Both,
different
there are,
things.
Yeah.
but both of those are true.
Okay.
People don't want to have kids also, and plus people who want to have kids
Are
are
not
finding
This is
themselves
why I
to be
say
infertile.
when you have children, don't let them out into society
Yeah.
because they're so ugly generally that
Yeah.
people get scared to have their own kids. So
Yes,
don't do that.
I want to,
Kids are
but
not
this ugly,
puppies.
agar itna ugly
Puppies
like-
are lovely. You put a
That's
puppy out
true.
there, because puppy is so cute. You
That's
see a
true.
kid with a fat head, you're like, just
No,
kidding.
I did see this article the other day. One of these, I don't know which news publication,
Lagao na, make up one.
Huh.
Antonville News. yeah.
something. They said the headline was, "Men these days have half the sperm their grandfathers had."
That-
Which is, I don't like this image being thrown in my face.
Also, did somebody collect your grandfather's sperm? I mean, honestly,
Yeah,
how did
yeah,
you?
like, why would you bring my grandfather
Why-
up like
yeah,
this?
why you preserve
How much
my
did he masturbate, for God's sake, that we are discussing this? Sorry, too much?
Disgusting.
He never masturbated.
How do
That's
you
the
know?
thing.
You don't know my grandfather.
My grandfather had 11 brothers.
What
So
does
his family
that
had 11
prove?
brothers. Sorry.
So your great grandfather was
11
the
children.
all-time BCCI selector.
I said it wrong.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
Yeah. Again, calculating. These are strong points.
God.
Okay, sure.
Oh, grandfathers.
So, but not wanting to have kids, not having kids is an urban issue and all that.
Yeah.
Men not having enough
Yeah.
thing. That's one.
Yeah.
That's more to do with socio-biological issue.
Yeah.
But this is why would you not want to have kids? Is also there's a selfishness to that, right?
Yeah.
Where you say I don't want to take a chance.
I want to travel. The
I want to
world.
travel.
So
Yeah.
a big
Yeah.
part of it apparently is that people think that if I, have a child in today's work environment, environmental issues and all, I'll be just making another person who get into the same meat grinder that we all are into,
Yeah.
the same
That's
rat race.
called life. The circle
Yeah,
of
correct.
life. You have
but
to.
so basically the health, the fertility crisis
way, it's a bit-
is for the corporates because they don't have workers, because people
Yeah.
are retiring and not enough new people are coming in.
Yeah, but the AI, that's why AI has come in.
That is
we
true,
don't
that should
need
be the
more
case.
humans.
But-
AI is a
yeah.
cause. You hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AI is a cause of why people don't have kids.
Yeah.
Like, what do you need kids
Yeah.
for? Because now we just go
You
straight
just
to
fall in
AI.
love with AI,
Before the
yeah,
kid
yeah.
would Google for you. It's simple. Yeah.
Also, I heard microplastics everyone talks about. That's a big reason for this.
That's silicon that
infertility.
Cyrus was talking about earlier.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
in everything. It's in
In the
our
food?
In our gonads, basically.
Oh, really?
Microplastics have
Oh,
entered.
shit.
And that's causing.
yeah, correct.
That's the whole thing about attempting, not getting through. Now with this in vitro fertilist
Yeah.
thingy that's going
Yeah.
on, Dr. Amit Patki, top of the line, use my name. that option
you
is
had a
there,
Tatkal
but
offer
it's
with
not. How do I put this correctly? Not a lower middle class sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You've got to have a certain amount of income to get.
Sure,
there.
sure.
But that if you look at more affluent societies, they can sort that out. That's why you
Yeah.
suddenly have people who have 4 kids.
Yeah.
Quadruplets and triplets.
Yeah,
because
sure,
they
correct.
boost the egg and whatever.
Oh, you can
Yeah.
plan it. You can basically designer
Yeah.
babies you can have. You can
Yeah, but
say-
mostly it's heavily fertilized. No? So generally you'll have twins, triplets, or you'll have a whole Manmohan Desai or Satya Pe Satta. One of those, will happen.
Yeah,
Nice, huh?
Sextuplets. Or
Yeah,
whatever you
sex.
call it.
What is it? Sextup?
Yeah, sextup.
What a terrible word to give.
Quintuplets? I don't know.
Babies.
It's-
You sextuplets.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
are kids, innocent kids.
Don't even name them. Just
It's
call
English
them
language.
the sextuplets.
Stop this English language. Now we should only speak in Hindi in Maharashtra, Marathi in Germany,
Yeah.
and French in Budapest. Let's,
Nice.
we need to work
Yeah, I
this
think
around.
the
a little
UN
bit.
needs to get around
We
to
should
this.
screw with
That's
people's
right.
minds. They'll be like, Marathi Madi bol. Noko! Only German. What fun, no? You confuse people. Monday morning, new diktat. Yeah. Sanskrit only. Write in Konkani, speak in Sanskrit. Now fuck yourself.
they say German is from Sanskrit only.
There you go.
So
They're very close,
yeah.
apparently. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a mother language, by the way.
Yeah.
Who's the father?
The land.
More careful. More careful. You're a clean guy doing cricket stuff right now. Yeah.
Okay. So another big reason is that
Oh, he's not finished.
if you want to continue the topic.
No, please go.
What a
for it.
bully, huh?
No, it's all good. Yeah.
Unbelievable. What's the last
For a
word?
topic about infertility,
Yeah.
you never quit, I have to say.
Yeah,
Keep
man.
Let's see how many kids you have, huh?
Yeah,
Huh, Mr. Silvery?
Hey, I have my own problems, dude. I'm like
Is she
I'm like the
okay?
rest of us.
Have you discussed this? Is it okay to discuss this?
I mean, we're not having kids anytime soon.
What?
Not anytime soon. At least.
What is soon? Define soon.
You're going to be that old grandfather who
20 years.
takes part in the father's race and people are confused.
Dude, so the thing is, my brother's been married for already like 5 years, okay, and he is nowhere close.
So
it
why?
seems.
What's that got to do with you?
So
Yeah,
that's
what
what
is
I'm
a
saying.
sibling? Is there a sibling
Yeah, I
thing
don't
that
understand.
my
So
brother?
You're
there's no
married to him with
pressure.
your life.
See,
It's got nothing to do with him.
We
Yeah.
firstly we don't want kids right now, okay?
Huh.
We can barely make a living of
You
our
are
own.
part of the
comfortably.
problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're part of the
correct,
problem.
definitely.
And you're blaming it on
You're not even
economics.
married.
Yeah, but
You
I have
don't need
3 kids.
Yeah, 3 kids.
Do you want to be boosted?
Yeah, huh?
Dr. Amit Patki?
Yeah. If I want.
Use my name.
If I'm having, I want sextuplets. Yes, correct.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
That's
You
the only
won't,
thing I
you won't
want.
get one.
Agar
Huh?
karna
It'll be
hai
like
to sex topics.
lottery lag gayi if in that.
Correct.
Suddenly like 1, 2, 3, 7 kids.
God, stop!
Yeah. Your brother won't need kids. Give 2 to him.
Yeah, correct.
No, if you have, you'll have 2, you're saying.
Hey, if I
What, he has
I
to
won't
talk to his
have.
wife? He can't even touch the crease?
Yeah.
Firstly, it's very scary, the thought of having kids anyway.
Right.
Okay, you have to then support that.
Someone who will
stupid-
eventually
But
own
where's the
Dumbasses.
maternal instinct about I
Stuff.
want to have kids? Nobody ever says that.
I mean, I think times are changing. We don't. Not a lot of people in our
See,
generation.
when I
have
was
that.
younger, all the girls that I grown up with, many of them went through this whole thing. I want to be a mother. I want to have kids. They had a very strong maternal urge which started coming in the mid-20s at least.
True.
I think
so
my
she's not got
my wife
that.
is 30. I think is past
Past
that
it.
point. in time.
That's
I don't know.
that's what.
I don't know.
How
But
sad.
so also like you know, you have to
And
spend on
your
that
parents- your
child.
parents
You can't
also-
travel without that
Don't
child.
give me all that logical shit.
that shit.
Your
Rubbish.
parents haven't said anything.
I mean, they you know, like they imply कि oh puta कर दो, you know, kind
So
of
you
stuff.
do understand that that
Yeah,
is
correct.
normal.
You know, that
That's a
kind of
normal consideration. Why did you get married?
That's a pretty. But
Yeah.
do they say it in those words? Pota kar do. That would be
Nahi, nahi.
pretty.
I think they do
No,
actions.
they say go have sex more. That's what they say.
They hold the captions up while eating food. So how was your day? Go have sex.
Go have sex. Guys, why aren't you having sex right now?
Yeah, the good news
Stop
thing
it.
is how we used to do it, right? When is the
Yeah,
good
I have
news
good news,
nonsense?
Yeah, also hide the condoms, you know.
Yeah,
Right?
correct.
I mean,
Yeah, but now we are infertile. There's no need
Yeah.
of them.
that's what he's saying now, Baba. He's got 2 kids outside, one in Borivali, one in
Yeah,
Kandivali.
correct. Of course. Of course. So yeah, times are tough, man, for
Times are tough.
our generation and youngers.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a downer.
Hey,
4 months into
or
marriage,
easier,
this is the most sad man in the world.
or easier on your wallet because you're not making kids.
Yeah.
Hey.
Travel the world again 3 times. That's what
Correct.
people are doing now.
Yeah,
Instead
exactly
of
right.
having kids.
But with the same woman. Okay, if that's what you want to do. I mean, who am I
Solo
to
trip.
judge? What a generation. I've learned nothing from us. The only good thing is having a kid. That's the only thing I can understand, which is like I want to appreciate. Everything else is like anyway. Go
Yeah,
on, sorry.
next.
I won't,
Okay.
how
Next
can I
story?
tell you?
Go
Next
for
one.
it. Go for it.
Next story,
So-
second story. It's a small building.
Yeah. Cyrus, you read a lot. Are you still? Do you still have a reading habit?
I do, but I read people's minds. Like I can tell he's saying how long, and he doesn't mean sexually. He's just saying how long is the show. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. There is apparently
Yeah.
a thing right now in somewhere in the US. The location I haven't exactly
The setup
looked
is
up.
fantastic.
Yeah,
with
it's
the
Chicago,
geography.
I read.
Without the
Chicago,
without
Chicago,
the
Chicago.
geography,
He said
yeah.
Chicago. Yes.
I mean,
Somewhere in the
someone is.
US.
Yes, someone
Why
in
did
the
he
US.
back off from Chicago?
It's not some tiny town. It's
I
Chicago,
forgot, dude.
one of the biggest
It could have
cities.
been anywhere, dude. It could have
It's
been
literally-
It could be anywhere.
People pay for this.
Yeah.
The Silvery and the city.
Yeah,
Silvery
It's
and the
not
city
some
is better than Sex
Tulsa,
and the City.
Oklahoma.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Chicago.
So this tiny library kind of like book cafe library cafe kind of place has started this new trend. Okay, that has like taken the Chicago by storm.
Wow. Which east side, west side? Totally different.
Okay. Where now there are multiple of these opening up.
Okay.
These are called silent book reading clubs. Okay.
Okay.
So
That's
you
been
know,
there.
No, the classic club would be where you would go Actually, I've never been to a book club.
You
So I
haven't
don't
been
know
to a
how these
library.
are.
What are you talking about? Your research is horrible.
I haven't been to
Yeah,
shit.
because
But-
you called it a book reading club, which is not. It's just book club.
No, this is a book reading club.
Yeah, but
Where they
no
go-
one phrases it
That's
as book
true, that's
reading
true,
club.
you're right.
That proves that you don't.
Book reading
What
club.
else you
Oh,
do?
my
What else
Punjabi
you do
friend
with
from Powai.
What else you do
the
with a
hell
book?
is
This is a book eating
yeah,
club.
book reading club.
Yeah.
But
Book
so
summary.
silent book. So they just read next
They
to
go,
each other.
but there's no book discussions and intellectualizing.
So why
the
the
book
hell
or
do you
anything.
go
What is
anywhere?
this?
Just go
story?
read your own book.
Yeah.
So you're
Just
telling me
go.
this is the most boring story I've ever heard in my life.
Dude, you're
Except
telling
for
me it's
Chicago,
your
which is
producer.
stumbled on, I'm falling asleep.
Your producer just said to me, I'm just reading this shit out
No,
to you.
actually, I
man.
read this article.
What is the point of this
Dude,
story?
some people, I didn't know this is a thing. Some
Huh.
people read in Chicago, which is a big city. They have like public transport.
heard it.
That's for you,
train
by
and
the
all.
way.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
They read on public transport while going to
Okay.
work, and apparently these people can only read when there's ambient noise and people around. They can't read at home.
Ah, good
So
point.
this started in the pandemic when they were like, I'm alone at home, I can't read. The perfect environment to read is not ideal for them to read apparently. So
Okay.
they need people around, but they don't want to interact
Talk to them,
and talk
no
about the
interaction
book.
needed, yeah.
Okay.
So it's
So
a very
this,
good
but you
idea.
read out aloud.
No, you read to
No.
yourself. You just have in your peripheral vision someone else
Strangers.
is reading. Yeah.
Okay.
Someone who can't disturb you.
It's
yeah.
like you would tell me about your sexual habits. You like people walking around and all that.
Yeah, correct.
Huh?
That's
And now you can't get it out of your
literally what I
system.
need.
Auntie, uncle, if you're watching, apologies. This is just
course.
not true. It's somewhat true.
That's also a silent club, right?
Yeah, that's silent. Yes, absolutely.
I feel
No
the story
talking to me.
died very quickly.
Yeah, man.
did.
It's,
I mean, it didn't have
It
legs.
feels like a silent book reading club right now.
I feel like we come for its burial. This entire story is now going to
Yeah.
be killed.
Why
So-
is this a news? Why is this a thing? Why is this a big deal? I mean, what is a library? Isn't that where you just go and
what I
go
thought.
and read.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
Yeah.
It's weird.
So
I do-
like-minded people sit and read,
Yeah.
and some people fornicate, but we don't encourage that in our libraries.
No, no,
It's a
definitely.
silent zone, so you got to be careful.
Yeah.
I had a pal used to go to pick up chicks in the
Yeah.
library.
Yeah. In the
Last-
Mills and Boone section, you can.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, that's
Well,
what
I
it's
don't
for.
knock the Mills and Boons. If kept me on lonely weekends, occupied. when I was younger.
All the pages are stuck.
No, they would have 3 pages of lust and all that. So
Yeah.
you get to that quickly. Luckily, there are other men reading these books, so they'd always have that ear thing. What's called a
Mm,
doggy,
dog ear,
doggy
dog
ear
ear.
thingy.
Correct, correct.
Yeah.
And it'll be more creased and
Yeah.
liquidy.
You can get straight to the
Yeah.
highlights.
So you don't have to the first. The
Yeah.
descriptive thing in Mills and
Yeah,
Boons is
yeah.
the guy's frustrated writer. So he wants to be suddenly he wants to be a little bit like Chaucer or something. and be
Actually,
like,
the damage of the page is the analytics of a book. You're like,
Yeah.
this is the most viewed section.
that's
Just
the
go
early
straight.
data.
Yeah.
The early forms of data.
When me and my friends were younger, we found out about what letters to Penthouse was. Do you guys?
Oh, did you write?
No,
Ah.
we just read them
So
out.
my MTV boss Cyrus Says wrote when he was in England and won a prize and he showed it to me.
What's the
He-
price?
So you have to write fictitious sexual
Yeah.
encounters and all that.
Okay.
So he wrote one,
Wow.
which obviously would never happen in his real life because it was very, very,
Okay.
Oh, wow.
lyrical. Let's
That's
call it.
Okay,
awesome,
okay.
dude.
And then he got a prize of 51 pounds or something.
Wow.
Which back in the 90s.
He had the best
that's-
sexual story
I
out
mean, I
there.
couldn't believe
You
it.
can buy
That
a
is
penthouse.
next
in
I'm
that
just having a
way.
fantasy. I put it to paper. I send
Wow.
it to you. Send me money.
That's
That's
awesome.
amazing.
Everywhere else you get locked up.
Yeah.
That's
Crazy.
so good. Yeah, you sent a dirty note basically.
Yeah,
I get
good.
51 pounds.
Yeah, man. Fucking amazing.
Solid.
Wow. Anyway, talk about story with more
51
legs.
pounds is not a note. 50 is a note, and then there's a 1 pound.
pound.
Yeah.
Okay,
51 pounds is what the.
I'm just-
51 pounds
I
is
don't
what
fight.
the story
I
is
want the
about.
library to be violent place. Silvery goes there.
Sorry.
I have a note, 51, and then slap.
that's
slap.
it.
I know.
Okay, next then.
Yeah.
Yes.
In Delhi, there was a murder of.
Shamik immediately gave us the city.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you. thank
India, I
Not
remember.
Delhi, right?
Yeah.
India, I remember.
He didn't say New Delhi.
New Delhi.
Yeah,
Yes, I agree with you. I don't want to get, that's
Yeah,
really,
let's not
do that.
close
yeah.
enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this
Same
also
ballpark.
is
Use
the
it's
word
covered
anal.
in. It was covered in Delhi Times.
Huh.
The Delhi News. Okay. Anyway,
Why are you telling us after like we are two guys with the brain of a 3-year-old pea? Just tell your damn story.
Okay.
In Delhi Times.
You
in
mean
the
a
newspaper.
a
In
17-year-old
city.
was murdered. Are you happy now, Cyrus?
I'm not happy
Yes.
that he got murdered. That she got murdered.
Yes.
So what is your story again?
So listen, no.
Okay.
In a Delhi in Chicago.
I like the
Yeah,
library.
that's it.
Shamik, I prefer the library story already.
Yeah.
I felt it had better moments.
Was it a silent?
He was in the silent library.
silent murder.
There are no libraries in Delhi. First mistake.
Someone was reporting the murder. They're like, shh, this is
Yeah.
a silent book club.
Yeah. Die silently.
They have murder clubs.
Yeah.
No library clubs. go.
Sorry, go for it.
So, 17-year-old dude gets murdered.
Yeah.
Turns out he was murdered by 2 minor children. The minor children are on the run, but
By
apparently this
minor
was
mean
all
like
instigated.
16.
Sorry.
16-year-old, 15-year-olds are
Someone.
really young.
I'll tell you what their ages are. Okay.
I'm sorry.
As the story
I'm
goes.
sorry.
Okay.
I won't talk
But
again.
apparently it turned out
Yeah.
who was arrested is the murderers, little murderers are on the run. Who was arrested was
little
someone
murderers.
named Lady Don Zikra.
What?
Who was
That's a
running
legal name?
This is her
No, it's a
your
title.
God-given name. Yes, correct.
She's basically from the House of Lords.
So, Lady Don Zikra,
Okay.
who has been forming like a gang of
Delinquents.
minor kids,
murderers, Yeah.
okay, who go around killing people and doing minor crimes and all. Not minor
Not
crimes,
minor
major
crime.
crime.
Major
No,
crime.
they're minors doing crimes.
Minor-
Again, you
doing
don't have to
yes.
say both minor and kids. Just say minors
Yeah,
or kids.
this-
Yeah.
this is
Dude, they
again
called
the
it,
India and
in the
world
article they
thing.
keep calling them minor killers. I'm like, they're not minor killers, they're
Minor
minors
kids.
who are killers.
Minor kids sound like some kids who work underground. That's
Yeah,
what you
correct.
make it sound like.
But that,
Yeah, but these
in our
are also
culture, not
minor
that
killers
many of
killing
them, yeah.
minors. Actually, killed the 17-year-old.
We're killing your story, bro. We're
Sorry.
making fun of everything. Somebody
Sorry,
died
sorry,
here.
sorry.
A young 17-year-old
Someone
life
died
was
and a
snuffed out.
person was.
And Lady Don Zikra,
Yeah.
Yeah.
she is making this gang, dude.
But
How
why did
awesome
they
is
kill
that?
the hen of the person? What's the story?
The article doesn't say. Prithvi, what are you doing, dude? Why are you doing this to me, man?
What's the story? I mean,
Why do you want to know all
the
these
only thing
things?
you want to know is why a murder happened. You know, there has to be some.
Yeah, she's grooming a gang of kids. Right?
Yeah.
That's what.
Are
I
you
was
calling her?
hoping.
No, I was just reading. Did I
think
miss something?
You're a bit old.
Tension has prevailed in the area after the killing, prompting police to step up security. That's why she killed.
It's like you've thrown him under the bus with this article, and he's trying to be excited
Okay.
about
In
it.
his defense,
Yeah.
Will the
he was
next
only
line I
excited with
read
Lady-
have the answer?
Yeah.
Whatever Don.
He keeps saying Lady Don Zikra.
Yeah.
I'm picturing like
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
I'm
or
thinking
something.
Sicily, you know, there's a small little cafe.
It's Lady Don Zikra.
I'm Lady Don.
Oh, okay, I got it.
You said like we
Authorities-
should know who this person is.
Yeah.
And can you believe
Lady Don Zikra, guys.
If you run the phone,
Yeah.
come and sit down.
Sounds like a coronavirus. Lady Don Zikra.
Lady Don Zikra.
Look, who says that kids can't get jobs? I mean,
Yeah.
Look at it from a positive.
Employment rates under 18 are very high.
Are there any
article,
questions?
what is
Yeah.
it? Right to against exploitation.
Yeah.
Under 14, you're not supposed to work. Hence, clarify that it's 14 plus.
Yeah, please.
Otherwise, it's a double crime.
It is.
the
It
murder
is 14
plus
plus.
this.
It is 14 plus. The 17, 18-year-olds.
Ah, so that's not
One
such a-
kid, one of the murderers was 1 month away from being 18. What a perfect crime, dude.
Yeah.
What a
That is
birthday
genius.
present.
But I feel like when that happens, don't they say that's basically 18.
Oh
and
shit!
arrest them?
Yeah, he
Is that not-
miscalculated.
So,
dude.
America, they started dodging this one by waiting for them to cross 18 and then
Yeah.
charging them.
But
So you
he,
charge
the,
them
but the,
twice.
But the murder was committed before.
That's true, but the argument is that when it's close to 18, before the 18, so the law is still upheld.
But where do you?
So you don't charge them
Yeah.
until they're 18.
But where do you draw the line with how much before they did the murder?
See,
Is
I
it
don't like kids, so I'm saying 11. Once they cross 11, you put them in. Yeah. Kids are very irritating.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I just read this. Authorities suspect that the murder of Kunal, that was 17-year-old.
Kunal!
Yeah. Sorry.
I can't do the show.
Was he yawning? Was he yawning while being
Yawning
stabbed?
too
I don't know whether to be happy or sad. Give me 2 minutes. Yeah, emotion
Yeah.
confusion. Give me 2 minutes. Because I don't know how to play this. Yeah.
Well, is it death by chocolate?
I feel like a guy. Yeah.
Sorry, I have no right to make fun of Kunal.
His last
He's your
words
fans.
were too much sugar.
Authorities suspect that the murder
Bro, how
of
can we
Kunal
go back
was.
to this story now?
Just listen, no, wait.
Okay,
It's,
okay.
it gets. There's some craziness involved still.
Yeah.
Was a revenge act linked to a previous altercation involving a man named Lala, who allegedly stabbed one of the accused boys last November.
But
So,
that guy
It's
is
a
survived.
revenge crime.
It's a revenge crime.
It's
He,
like-
he
yeah.
waited about 7-8 months to take the revenge
Yeah.
also,
Yeah.
which is great. It's like a World Cup. You know, you lose this World Cup, you come back
Yeah.
to the next
Yeah,
World
you-
Cup. and
He was also waiting for the kid to turn 18.
Yeah.
He miscalculated. Oh shit, he's 17.
Oh God.
Damn it.
So what's
He brought a cake also.
Yeah.
It was like, stab. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Hey, what are we doing? Somebody died here.
With the same knife.
Apologize.
it's a difficult stabbing with that knife. It's
Somebody
like
called Kunal died here. Guys, stop. And I'm not talking about the guy in Pondicherry.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Yeah,
want to.
Yeah. Also, these are like gang-connected people, I think. So
Yeah.
I don't know how much we should laugh about
Also,
this
that
crime.
lady died.
Kunal,
Dawn-
another someone who's not having kids. Kunal.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
Oh.
but not by choice. He would have. He wanted to have kids and all that. He just couldn't find a donor, a female donor. I mean, you can't blame society either. I mean, both ways. You
Is
can
it
see.
called a donor? in
I don't know
that
what you call
situation?
the female
The
egg.
egg donor,
acceptor?
egg donor,
I-
egg donor.
I don't
what?
know.
You
No,
tell
no,
me.
I
You're
am-
Bengali. You have better knowledge.
No, not in this category.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
We
but
used to call it woman, but now that's not enough. You've got
It's
to-
non-PC now.
Yeah.
Do you know about one of Bollywood's great movies called Chori Chori Chupke Chupke? Do you know about this movie?
Yeah. Anil Kapoor, no?
No. Salman Khan, Preeti Zinta, Rani Mukherjee.
Huh.
The plot of the story is that Salman and Rani are
Oh yeah,
married.
this was under Underworld finance film.
That also, yes.
Yeah.
Another great backstory.
You
to
know
this
the
is-
backstory. Do you know the
Yeah,
story?
I know the story. Backstory
If
is
it's
sometimes
clean
more
chori,
interesting.
chupke. I mean, let's put it together. Yeah.
That's
What do you reckon would
breadcrumbs
happen?
were right
I mean,
there.
they've given it to
It's in
you.
the name.
It's not exactly
Like,
a guy
how
going to
was this-
Oxford
yes.
who's done a PhD and now
How was the movie-
reinvented
How was the movie produced?
atom.
Arey, read the
Chori,
title. Sorry, how was the plot of the movie?
Plot of the movie is that Salman and Rani are married. Okay.
Wow. Riveting.
She gets pregnant once. Okay, but then she has what do you call a miscarriage?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it okay?
But you won't say, so there are two options
Okay,
of
yeah,
miscarriage or
correct.
abortion. What do you want us to do?
it's-
Yeah.
You just went for
Yeah,
the.
that's-
Well, I A for apple.
Yeah.
on.
Miscarriage is
Sure.
like a natural
It's M.
abortion.
It comes later in the alphabet. So in my
Natural
head, I don't
abortion,
say A,
yeah.
B, C, D. Yeah.
Maybe you should
Like
not.
I always call you an asshole and then a bastard.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
A comes first. And then a
Yeah,
truth. Because she is, after that.
Yeah.
And then a dumbu. Because it's a weak language
Yeah.
after that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we have to wait till F.
It's
to
somewhat
get-
more offensive when you go to those words.
Yeah, yeah,
like
certainly. In the
dumbos.
middle, na?
Yeah. You can say
idiot.
Yeah, you say you stupid. I'm like, how dare you call me stupid? Sorry.
Yeah.
She has a miscarriage.
That's
so
a
now
good skit. We should do that sometime.
Right?
Yeah.
Rani and
Bro, 1 sec.
No, it's
Write
good.
it down.
Yeah,
Go on.
let me
Dumbo
continue.
skit. It's in my head. Go for
Salman
it.
and Rani now decide कि okay, एक बार बच्चा हो गया, now she can't have more kids. So now we need to go the surrogacy route.
Yeah.
By not telling the family still, because this is very shameful for us that
Yeah,
you know,
traditions
yeah,
and
whatever.
all
Back
that.
in the 90s,
Okay.
not bad. Progressive film.
Pretty
Yeah,
progressive.
but how they go about the surrogacy angle is they hire a prostitute, played by Preeti Zinta, for Salman to have sex with, and then that's how they want to now make
Doesn't
Preeti
work that
Zinta
way.
have the kid.
Oh.
That then will get adopted by Rani and Salman essentially.
like-
Not exactly how it's
The
done.
surrogacy, yeah, that's the plot of the
Science,
movie.
science was a little different back
Yeah,
in the
correct.
90s.
This is
So this is the chupke part.
This is what the Don
you
told
can't
his
be like-
wife. This is what Underworld Don told his wife. This is how babies are made, guys. You're not having sex with them
It,
prostitute.
It sounds like
This is a
Salman.
great idea.
Yeah.
that
It's
is.
like-
It's in the movie.
Honey, maa kasam, honey.
Salman has this plan. He's like, science has gone so far. You can have sex with another woman and a kid will be created. Like, that's not science.
It's still, it's not as great for me as some of the earlier pictures where the hero's shirt would change in the same shot. I mean, it's amazing the things
That's
we've
true.
done. I mean,
Yes.
nobody cares also.
Yeah, no
that's
continuity at all.
Yeah. The best are when you go to like Govinda movies and there are people dancing in the background just staring at Govinda and Karishma Kapoor.
Yeah.
It's
The
just-
That's because they've been
I
waiting
love
for
that
6
dude.
hours for
Yeah,
the shot.
Yeah.
So they're really upset,
Yeah, the ones where they dance abroad and like,
Exactly.
it's all Swiss
So
people
now
looking
people-
like, when can
yeah.
we walk again on the
Yes,
street?
where can I use this train again?
This guy in red pants is not stopping gyrations.
That's why I asked Swiss
He keeps
market
saying,
died.
when will you get off? Mary mercy.
God, we destroyed Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
2 songs are shot there and Europe is finished. They're like, we're scared Indians.
That's why they don't want to have kids
Can't
anymore.
go down. Telling the kids,
Yeah.
stay back. Govinda.
That's why they don't have
Actually-
kids, because they don't want to have their kids look at Govinda and Karishma Kapoor dancing.
Actually, in Switzerland, they made that Yash Chopra.
Yeah, I've seen it.
They made a statue. They're
Yeah.
like, around this area you shoot.
And
all
you know
your-
what? In what is written first in Devanagari, by the way,
Word.
यहाँ पे थूकना मना है. In Devanagari, and then everything else in the other languages, nobody mentions spit. So this is in English also. So whatever it says, like don't throw things.
Are you
in
serious?
litter. Yeah.
Oh my
But for
God.
us, in Devanagari, and that's where the politicians get it right. Important to say that because people go Mount Titlis, Mount
Yeah,
Titlis.
yeah.
Hey, phew.
Yeah.
Take picture. Yeah, we do it all the time. Some German guys like on the shoulder, there's spit.
They rename them the Red
The
Mountains.
Nazis couldn't bring down Switzerland, man. Indians, 10 of them go on tourism. Next thing you know, क्या beautiful है यार. Oh, it's wonderful people. Yeah. It's a gift. It's our gift.
Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing.
Bloody colonialists, they must have run away because of this only.
Yeah.
They weren't exposed to us enough. The more they're exposed to us, they're like, बहुत हो गया. Yeah, we built Baikala Bridge, 1 train station. Come on. Okay. Our message is please stop after Bandra. We didn't listen.
Yeah, this is one of the funniest things going around, by the way. This,
What?
you know the Govinda
Fake.
thing?
Yeah, I know. It's all rubbish.
Yeah,
Obviously,
it's
He
rubbish.
did say something to the effect, but it's. Let's be
So,
honest.
so someone was talking to Pehlaz Nilani, the
Filmmaker,
ex-censor
yeah, yeah.
board,
Yeah.
also ex-producer of a lot of Govinda movies
Yeah.
like Aakhi and all that back in the day.
Very big name, huh?
Very
By
big
the
name,
way,
yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
So he said ki, you know what actually happened? Something happened to Govinda's brain where he's saying all these things. What actually happened is, this is what he said.
This is what Sirvari is saying. He said.
Yeah, this is Nilani
so
said
before
this.
you send people to Habitat
Okay.
to attack Kunal Kamra, I'm not involved. Sorry, go on.
Go for it.
Go, you have to be careful.
Whatever any
Everybody-
comedian says
this
now,
coun-
Kamra gets attacked.
Disclaimer.
Shamik, you're a young comedian. It's a very touchy country at the moment. Just
I
be very
know.
careful. Think of an
I-
alternative
yeah.
career.
Nilani said, what happened to Govinda's brain? what actually happened is I had actually shot 1 month of a movie called Avatar with Govinda.
Hindi
And
film
in
for
his
Avatar.
brain,
Not
he has
Avatar.
mixed this
Not
out.
Avatar.
He has
Avatar.
mixed this with James Cameron offering him Avatar.
Yeah.
And him telling James Cameron ke अरे ये blue लोग काम नहीं करेंगे or whatever Govinda said.
Oh, so you're saying Govinda gave notes, he thinks,
Yeah,
and
dude.
James Cameron
Also,
changed the
why
film.
would Govinda talk about color schematics? I mean, if you see the pants over the years, you know, I mean, really? He's like, Neela,
Only my pants
really?
can be blue, nothing else.
It's like Avatar 3 is being shot in Switzerland.
But if it's
same
true,
street.
what a wonderful story that he
Yeah.
confused it with James Cameron calling him personally
Yeah.
and saying, Mr. Govinda, can you... Sorry, what is he? American, right?
He's American.
American,
Yeah,
yeah.
Mr. Govinda,
Mr.
can you-
Govinda.
I'll stop there.
Bizarre. That whole thing about him shooting himself in the leg was also pretty.
That was amazing.
That was a metaphor.
Just
That was a metaphor in
wow,
real
really,
life.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you explain that? Firstly, what are you doing with a gun when you're about to board a flight? And
Yeah, from his cupboard or something, he was removing
he was
a gun.
cleaning it at 4:15 in the morning.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I would clean something at 4:15 in the morning. Wouldn't be a gun.
Maybe he already did what he was supposed to do that, you know.
And he
And
thought
then
he had
like
the
now
wrong,
what I
he had the
do?
wrong thing in his hand.
Correct,
So
yeah.
he was playing with it. What do you say? What are you trying to say?
I don't know, that's how.
Maybe he was shooting blanks and so...
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm trying to tie the previous
I
topic.
apologize.
He got confused where
I
the blacks were being shot
I will not be
from.
part of this riffraff. Making fun. Yeah, but that story, there's no proper thing to that story. We don't know anything.
We have nothing.
So his wife Sunita,
No,
what's her
that we
name? is-
heard. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, but she has been going around now. She's on like her own PR
Are they
stint.
separating or something? I heard.
No, those rumors keep
But
coming
she's
out,
the one saying Govinda is not in his senses, right?
Yeah, so now
Yeah.
she's basically
So
implying
how do you
this.
shoot yourself.
Yeah.
If you take a gun today, whatever gun, they're not those touch feather button guns. You won't get that. You have to properly cock it and all
Yeah,
that.
it's
It's not
tough
easy.
to shoot yourself.
Yeah,
It's easier to shoot someone else. Like
Yeah.
Alec
But the
Baldwin.
only-
Ask Alec
Exactly.
Matlab, the allegation is that
What?
that someone else
Be
shot
careful.
him. Someone else shot him.
Oh,
yeah.
you're trying to say...
Who shot him? Oh,
yeah.
you're trying to say that?
Yeah,
You're trying to
dude.
say
We're
it's
not
a
saying that.
domestic
Okay,
violence.
let's
that's
stop
what-
it now.
yeah,
Sorry, sorry.
correct.
I don't know.
The dog.
The
the
dog,
dog.
yeah.
I always say don't bring a gun to a Balan fight. That's what they are guilty of.
Also, if your theory is whatever, then there'll be shots fired more than once. No? Why would you stop?
Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe you panic after the first shot, no? Like, oh, I didn't mean to actually.
Really?
Oh,
When you
sorry.
go like, okay.
It is a warning shot.
Oh, it's hurting, huh? And then you do the other one, other leg also.
1 second, let me just call Nirmala. वो बंदूक निकालो घर से. I just want to take a chance, man. I'm also an early morning guy, yeah, bro.
You should carry the bullets always.
Yeah.
Keep them-
Oh yeah, just keep them blank.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
me
yeah,
and the
yeah.
gun are the same.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Are we, do we have any AMAs at all? No?
I don't know. I'm worried
No,
about
no.
legal.
So then, there is one topic that has been given to me to make sure you discuss because
Yeah.
you must be on the top of the world because of this.
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Well, not yet. So
Wait,
they
are you a
won
Liverpool
yesterday.
fan also?
He's a
Yeah, yeah.
massive
So,
Liverpool.
so am
my
I.
son, basically, so we are converting.
And
But
my brother.
they won
Converting.
yesterday, 1-0.
Yeah.
And unfortunately,
nil.
Ipswich didn't beat
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
But
So
yeah.
if that happened, it would have been game, set, match.
Get
But
it
I mean,
done.
it's more or less a formality. So let's
Next
see.
weekend it'll be
Yeah.
done. It'll be
I
done.
think, if Arsenal loses the next
Thursday,
week,
they're playing Thursday. If
that's
they
good
lose
enough.
or draw.
we have a Saturday game. I
Yeah,
think, if I
Saturday
remember
game.
correctly.
I'm actually going to be in London for that
Wow.
game. So I'll try to watch it in a pub there. I'm
Whoa,
going to
that'd be
perform.
sick, dude.
I'm doing stand up next weekend
Wow.
there.
But why don't you go to see the match?
Oh,
England
please
is a
go
small
watch
country.
him.
It's in Liverpool and
Anfield, bro.
I have a
4
gig.
hours.
I have a gig in London that day.
The same night?
Same day. Yeah, same night. But the next weekend is Chelsea Liverpool in
But then they would have won.
Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Most
might be a
likely.
dead rubber, but I'll watch that
Yeah.
live.
Wow.
I'll go watch
You gotta go
that.
to Anfield.
I want.
To
to.
Liverpool, home of the Beatles, man.
Yeah,
Merseyside,
I've been
bro.
to Anfield, yeah.
I mean,
You've been to Anfield?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Because my brother's a massive
Sorry.
Liverpool fan. Like, it makes
As
no
a Liverpool
sense.
fan, it makes me
Yeah.
angry when
My brother's
others
a massive
who have
Liverpool
what a
fan.
waste, no?
Yeah, wasted
Yeah.
on you.
I got a jersey back.
Was it in Chicago? Did you go to Chicago?
Yeah, I got a Liverpool.
he thought it was a swimming club. It was like Liverpool.
It was a reading club, I thought. I thought it was a silent reading club.
Did you do the Beatles tour and all that?
No, I didn't. I went to Lords because my brother loves cricket.
Yours is on Liverpool.
No, I know.
Lords is
Then we went to
London.
Anfield also.
St.
And
John's
then we
Wood.
went to...
Oval?
which one is United's...
Old Trafford.
Yeah, Old Trafford we went to.
Also cricket ground.
Yeah, so this
Yeah.
is the ones we went to.
We
Yeah.
don't talk about Old Trafford.
Not bad. Not
Yeah,
bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, they're finished now.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
Man City, Man U.
Man, yeah.
They had a revival of sorts in the other competition, but
Yeah.
I think for my son, because
Yeah.
the India-Pakistan situation always, and he grew up in the time when Man U was still on top.
Same.
Yeah.
So now the last few years have been great fun. You know?
I
Yeah,
have the
correct.
same. I have the same life as your son.
So they're like an NGO. It's like an NGO. It's like our poor Man U.
I honestly-
17th position. fashion.
I honestly, I check Liverpool's on top of the table. I feel happy, but not as happy as scrolling down to number 14, Manchester United. That gives me more joy.
Have they been this bad like the last few seasons?
This is the worst they've been in a long time, and they've been bad for a while.
5-6 years have been not good at all.
Really?
They've changed managers and everything, but it's like you can change your prime minister, your chief minister, whatever. It doesn't mean the country or the state are going.
Oh wait, is this satire?
No, I'm not. I wouldn't do that. It's not my thing. I'm more interested in talking about Genitalia, which is an airline from Italy.
And which people...
Welcome to Genitalia. Welcome to Genitalia.
We have arrived ahead of time.
Indians in the back, please.
Always.
Near the toilet.
That's the general class is Genitalia, and then the business class is Bizitalia, which is pretty
Oh,
good.
nice.
That's actually solid copywriting right
there. Junior copywriter.
We are wasting you with our animal wrangling.
Yes, correct. Of course.
Be very careful because his revenge will be to put your mic on mute.
Oh
They'll
yeah.
come like-
Sorry, technical issues.
Like one of my greatest, our leader, Mr. Goswami.
Has he done this to you?
Yeah,
No,
he has done
I
it all the
haven't.
time.
No.
Mr. Goswami is famous to start that with the panelists. So
Yes.
the panelists would start talking and let me speak, and finally they put him on mute, and he's still going on.
Yeah. Cut his mic. Cut his mic.
How can you invite the guy
cut
and
the
treat him
mic,
like
yeah,
that?
correct.
I love how he would be like, he'll insult you and then say cut his
cut
mic.
his
Like,
mic,
you
correct.
have been the worst guest we've had. Cut his mic.
I'll give you 30 seconds later, not now. I've just abused your parents, but now you wait.
He just has, one guy just has his hand up for half an hour waiting.
Yeah, I like that he says, okay, yes, it's your time to talk. And the person starts saying one sentence, and this guy will be shouting again.
No, you cannot say
No,
that.
you cannot say this. No, you talk. And then the other person starts
Is it,
talking
yeah,
again.
by
one
the way, is
sentence.
it still, do you watch news on television, Cyrus? I don't. So
No, I
wanna
don't have a
know.
TV now at the moment. Only my mom's room has a TV, so I watch cricket there.
Okay, because
wouldn't watch
my
half the
news
IPL
is
and come
only
back.
from apps now. I've stopped watching the news.
So you don't, but
Like-
you can always get versions of their digital.
Sure, I
footprint.
just see clips. I see the highlights of the
The thing is,
shouting.
I like watching him because it's not important what he's talking about. You're watching the act.
Yeah.
And the act is special.
It is
And one day it'll not be there anymore. So I want to just, preserve that.
What did you think about Sudhir Chaudhary becoming the head at DD?
I was super excited because I have no idea who he is. But I cried. I hugged my mom. I said, wow. And then after that, I did a little bit of aerobics and spread my legs
just
and
happened?
had a facial.
Did I get the name wrong?
It's a normal Wednesday.
What's this? I don't know.
That's
No,
that's
you
a
tell
pretty
us.
solid reaction, actually.
Oh, okay.
Bro, you tell us.
I was.
What's the story?
Yeah, I was just.
He doesn't seem that
I was-
happy either.
I saw Cyrus doing his.
No, now you
ritual.
brought it up. Tell us what? Head of DD.
So basically, he.
DD has in Doordarshan.
Doordarshan.
I think Antariksh just knows this much about the story, and he's
Basically-
hoping we will carry it.
No.
My worry is,
Let me throw it out
the
and
problem
then.
is
Sure.
Doordarshan,
Correct, for the
what
most part.
city? They sit all over.
Yeah.
Now you got to
Sorry,
make a
sorry,
choice.
sorry.
sir.
It's fine.
So
it's fine.
basically, he has been made the new editor-in-chief or something at Doordarshan.
Do they do
Okay?
editing in Doordarshan?
So they call it editor-in-chief, but he's like the MD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Huh.
So, but
He
also,
doesn't edit
a
anything.
lot of people have problems.
No
with
story.
Live stream.
Yeah, but a lot of people have problems with it because he has been to jail for bribery and all these kind of things, where he was taking money to
For me,
cover-
perfect corporate guy.
Yeah,
Huh.
correct.
Yeah.
But that's true.
I
But-
mean, now that that's going to be edited out of
But
his
people
record.
have a problem that someone with this kind of a track record is now leading the national.
the national.
But as long as he's been punished,
channel.
everybody deserves a second chance.
Yeah.
When I was young, I may have gone to the ladies' compartment 15 to 20 times in a week. And no, I'm just kidding.
But were you 18 already? Or no, that's the.
4 years old.
Oh, okay.
My mom
It's
would
not
hold me.
11. Otherwise, under your own rules, you should be.
I mean, they didn't know I was male. Because I peed.
You were taken
Yeah,
there.
I tell you one thing, with dogs and all, we do it all the time.
Yeah.
Is it a boy? And you sort of look at the genitals
Yeah,
and
yeah, that's
whatever.
true.
But how come if you do that with kids, they think it's wrong? I don't understand. I mean, he's like, hi, Akhilesh, well done. Yeah, Sheetal, well done. Is it a boy?
I mean, yeah, we've
But
got
the
a,
name should tell you, no?
We've
Akhilesh
been,
is the boy.
we've
No,
been-
that's
I know.
We've been conditioned. We've been conditioned, and we need someone to.
But
look
nobody
at
gets
it.
offended. Like if I'm walking my dog, they say, oh, it's a girl.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay. And they sort of look at the double check that I'm correct about
Yeah.
it.
So you should just have your dog wear some pants from now.
Man,
That's the way you get
I've
around
had
it.
something like this when I was a kid. My mom would take me and my brother together to get haircuts.
Okay.
And it happened apparently multiple times where after the haircut, the barber would say, "Acha, ye jo to my brother, इसका 100 रुपए है, इसका 150 रुपए है." Like, क्यों? ये लड़की है ना, उसका महंगा रहता है ज़्यादा. They think I was a girl, dude.
Just
You were the girl?
I was a girl, yes.
So why you had long hair?
I'd look like a cuter kid, I guess. I don't know, dude.
He's found the positive.
Yeah.
Excellent. Smart boy.
But yeah, that just because you are a girl, 50 rupees extra.
I mean,
basically.
women haircuts do cost generally more.
So I don't know in Bengal because you'll have one gender
Yeah.
in language. So it's a different story.
Yeah.
But here, we have this
We
thing
have
about
food and eating and drinking also. We have only
women
one
keep
thing.
complaining about it, the society is against them, but they get more fancy haircuts and
Yeah,
you
that's
pay
true.
more for it.
Yeah.
It goes on.
Takes
like
longer.
But
that.
then you get some threading and all also with that, right?
No, that's men after 11. It's horrible. But you're such a hirsute sort of young man with hair everywhere. How did they?
I was like 3 years old or something.
But
dude.
did you look like a woman?
I was
Not
a
woman,
woman.
but young girl.
Yeah, young woman.
Did you look like a
At
young
3.
girl? Or did she dress you up in? Were you dressed up in uni clothing, which was like?
I think generic.
Actually, Indian parents do that a lot. Though. They
Androgyny.
dress you up as a...
Where it's not very clear because it's
Yeah.
just like one
I
thing.
think
Yeah.
I had like those knickers with those things. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Coming back to Liverpool.
Shorts, not the
yeah, the what do you call them?
the straps.
Dungarees,
The
dungaree
dungarees,
type
yeah.
thing.
What
Yeah,
mechanics would wear
yeah,
with
yeah,
their
yeah,
hands.
exactly, yeah.
You're a blue collar worker.
Yeah.
As a
He may have had a very soft, innocent
Minor,
face.
yes.
We don't know what he
maybe,
looked like.
maybe.
Correct,
Yeah,
that's
things
the
change.
Yeah.
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 But
Alright.
today, if the same Hajam had to cut his hair, I wonder what he'd say. Beti, bahut badhiya.
What about you, man? You were a very. I'm
I
sure.
hate haircuts, bro. I've never liked it. I always feel that they touch too much.
Okay.
I'm not comfortable with that. And it's tough to get a female to cut your hair, the
Yeah.
places we go to.
Yeah.
But what I've done is, my dad used to give a 5 rupee tip in the 80s. I've continued with that. Okay, so wherever I go, Kunal took me some Parel thing where they charged $1,700 for a haircut once many years
You
back.
give 5?
5 rupees in my pocket, in coin. Correct. Yeah.
No
So-
inflation in
No,
this
Dad.
department.
Thanks, Dad. Be consistent, beta, he told me. Life is about consistency.
Have
Yeah.
you ever tried the thing with the urban company where they come to your house?
Yeah,
and do
lovely.
the
They're
haircut?
great.
It's
And
great.
they're cheapish.
Yeah, they set up a
They set
mirror
up,
and everything.
mirror, and they put a little thing on the floor.
great.
In fact, my dog started sleeping there, and then he was a little upset. I was like, bro, what can I do? It looks comfortable. You can't blame them.
Yeah,
They're very
absolutely.
professional. I think I'll go into that if comedy doesn't work. Now, after 29 years, I
You'll
think I
become
should.
a
Yeah, but
barber.
I have Parkinson's, so I might cut the ear off.
Nice.
Don't you get worried when they do the razor thingy? I
Yeah.
always a little.
I'm a
Yeah, it's like, you know.
You mean
don't-
the actual blade wala?
Yeah,
na?
no, the razor.
Oh,
what's
the-
it called? The automated
huh.
razor thingy.
It feels
So once
great.
it goes there,
Yeah,
it starts
it feels
touching your
great,
skin
dude.
with the steel thingy, and you're thinking
Sure.
if he doesn't like you, can just, you know.
That's
He can
true.
mess it up.
Yeah.
He can mess
I
it
keep
up.
thinking it's Aisha. No.
Oh, Lemony. What is that Johnny Depp movie where he's a barber who murders?
Yeah,
Edward
yeah, yeah.
Scissorhands.
No.
No.
That, he's done 2 movies where he's got scissors.
But that's just an absurd sort of.
Yeah,
film.
that's
This
the-
one
you
is
know
a
what,
scary one. Yeah.
It's the musical thing.
I love murder.
Demon barber of something.
That 70-year-old Kunal story. No, I love murder stories.
You do.
Not real ones because
This
then
is
that's
true.
sad. Yeah.
But all crime is true crime.
think?
only. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there has been murder before.
It's true.
It's always
And after
happening.
this show, there'll be murder again.
And finally, Cyrus, I need to get an update. Where, how are the roads where you are right now? Where you are staying
So
right
you
now?
know what happened? We've actually.
So Cyrus's big pet
Please
peeve
tell me
is
the
VIP
backstory.
movement, bad roads.
Yeah.
That's everyone's pet peeve.
No,
Yeah.
see, I'll tell you one thing. This coastal road, I have to give the devil its due.
Coastal
Although now
road
they'll
is
say that
awesome.
The coastal road was a Congress project, then it was a Shiv Sena
Sure.
project, then Shiv
Sure,
Sena 2
sure.
or whatever.
Sure.
But it's really made my life easy coming from town
Oh, it's
to,
amazing.
to this part of
Amazing,
town.
yeah.
Because we
Amazing.
may do it in under half an hour, which is
Absolutely.
ridiculous.
Incredible.
Or
Crazy.
coming from the airport at the right
Yeah.
time, you can't believe you're home so fast.
Yeah.
But the other day I had to go for some work to Lower Parel.
Okay.
Okay.
Lower Parel, or as someone said on the show, Slower Parel. Okay? And then I realized that, so
Coastal road is out of the
yeah,
equation.
forget coastal
Yeah.
road. This is Mumbai.
Yeah.
You just have to move a little bit left or right, and you go back to your
Back to-
situation. Suddenly going nowhere.
Yeah.
They've dug up one whole side of the road, and everybody's trying to break that one way to get in
Yeah.
quickly while the signal's on.
Yeah.
So you just feel like it's a very suicidal city in that sense. You can't
It
deny
is.
that.
It is.
Especially if you're stuck in traffic.
It is. I live
Really.
Hill Road, and Hill Road is fully dug up right now. It's
Dude,
they just
everywhere.
all night.
I-
It sounds like machine gun fire.
Is it Hill
outside
Road or
Mumbai.
Phil Road?
Yeah, they're not
Decide.
filling.
So when I stay in Powai, it has 3 separate approach roads.
Hey, you guys
All
are much
3
better
dug
off.
up.
It's all bloody well made and
Yeah.
maintained.
But no, it's all dug up also. Only Hirandani part, which I don't say in Hirandani.
That's the lake. That's full of water. That's not dug
But
up.
Hirandani, that's the.
yeah.
But the Hirandani area is the only
where
part
do
which
you
is not
stay?
dug up yet. I stay in Chandivali, Raisa Vihar, right? In a Raisa
You
colony.
stay in Chandivali?
Yeah.
Why-
I'm in. I've been lying to you guys about how rich I am.
I
all
don't know
these
enough
years.
about Bombay to tell me what
Chandivali-
does
I
that
don't think we can talk to him in
signify?
public.
Yes. Chandivali Studios.
This address is not good enough. Yeah.
This is in a Raisa colony there, and so everywhere is dug up. So I heard the greatest joke made by a BMC worker recently, because he was asked by a reporter saying कि ये इतना काम चल रहा है, everyone in Bandra is upset, everyone in all these areas, Juhu is upset, everyone fucking
Complete कभी होगा? That's the main question.
Complete कभी होएगा? It's like हम बस ये रोड को सीमेंट से asphalt road बना रहे हैं because asphalt roads are asphalt से cement road बना रहे हैं because cement roads are better for potholes and all. सारा काम Bombay will be pothole free. All construction work will be done by end of 2026, which is impossible.
His contract is the 25 December.
Impossible.
Off to the hills, hill station, new house, all good.
Man, अभी बारिश शुरू होने वाली है. Everything is dug up.
Someone else who we can't mention his name, he said 31st May tak
31st May
will be pothole free. So I
This
think
is a
How do you
leader,
say these
yeah, he's a leader who
elected leader.
he was involved in
Height,
this,
weight?
We spoke about Kunal Kamra a lot.
Oh,
and, you know,
the name came up there.
yeah.
Okay, so was he the leader of the delegation, the peaceful protesters who came to
Yeah,
Habitat?
that's correct.
The leader
That's
of that.
correct.
Okay. all right.
Wow.
And he said 31st May.
31st May.
Can we go break?
He didn't
his
mention the year though.
stuff?
There was a caveat.
True.
Yeah, let's go break his office. If
Relax.
no, let's have
कृपया ध्यान दीजिए.
let's have their workers break
Please
their own
understand.
office.
Please understand.
Let's have their workers break their own office because
Shamik
they
and Cyrus
also
separate shot. We are not
They
involved.
also lied.
We are not involved. Please. Young comic,
Please,
old comic.
yes.
We
I
are
want my
struggling to
first
pay bills.
appearance on this podcast.
Young man from Powai. He thinks Powai is outside Mumbai. He can do what he
Yeah,
wants.
man, I'm chilling.
मैं चांदनी में
Chilling
रहता
like a
हूँ.
villain.
Like how they couldn't find
Powai आएंगे
Pondicherry.
तो-
हाँ, कैसे आऊँ मैं?
तो चांदीवली कैसा आएगा भाई?
You're outside their jurisdiction.
चांदीवली bro. Only Powai police can catch me.
It's the point.
देखो मारने के लिए आया. अभी वो सिग्नल से राइट मारूँ मैं?
अब राइट कैसे मारेगा भाई?
It's so dug out. Signal से नीचे जा.
Terrible.
Yeah. Anything?
Yeah, I
Alright.
think this
I think,
awkward moment is the right time to
This
put
is
it
a
on.
great
Yeah,
moment.
Yeah.
Can I just?
Oh, please plug your
yeah.
shows. In 24 hours.
Oh, next
No.
next Wednesday.
That's what we mean by 24 hours.
Check out everything.
So, if it's coming out next Wednesday, I'm still in London doing
30th.
shows. Yeah,
Great.
Of April.
I'm performing the first weekend of May at the Soho Theatre in London.
Wow.
Some tickets still available. Please come, bring everyone. It's in English, so you can bring people from any.
I mean, in
nationality.
England, it's a better language.
Yeah, that's,
I mean, if you have Professor Singh Marathi Madi Bol outside
Yes.
Soho, London, you just watch your step.
that would be hilarious. But also, I would be proud.
Yeah,
that
I
we've
know. So would I.
reached,
You'd be like,
overseas.
yeah, British, move side, move side. Arey Marathi Madi Bol.
So I keep watching a lot of Bollywood. Okay, quick.
Quick.
I keep watching a lot of Bollywood content, right?
Yeah.
So what I just saw, I've never seen Hum Shakals, considered one of the worst movies ever made.
Sajid Khan.
Sajid Khan,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Wow.
One of the worst
It
movies
did
ever
well,
made.
but I think if I remember.
No, it did
Didn't do
terribly.
well.
Did terribly. Worst reviews. You'll be hard pressed to find any good review of that movie is that bad.
Okay.
Okay. So Hum Shakals, one of the opening scenes is when Saif Ali Khan is introduced. He is a stand-up comic.
Oh.
Okay, he's doing stand-up
Wow.
comedy in London.
Yeah.
If two white people, but he's saying all his jokes in
You
Hindi.
can't say white people.
What?
You
Yeah,
can't say
it's-
white
it's,
people.
It's Caucasians.
No,
It's
they're
not Caucasians.
no.
It's
They're,
just
Londoners.
there are some non
People from England, yeah, I mean-
No, but no,
you
they
don't
exactly. So this is
Do
a
they
full-
do their comics say? And I was with the brown people in Mumbai. What the? You can't do
No,
that.
I mean,
bro.
they don't
it's
say it on the
essential for what
podcast.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, after Wally said, with the leaders coming after us and all, do we really care about racism now?
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
जाने दो
It's
यार.
a small-
least of
Bill
all
बनाओ, bill बनाओ.
Yeah, sorry. Tell.
So he's so all his jokes he's reciting in Hindi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
in-
and then people start getting upset and like leaving because oh, he's bombing and all.
Yeah.
And he's upset that why don't people understand my jokes? Dude, he is speaking in Hindi.
Okay,
How
so
do you
sometimes in
expect-
history textbooks, I wouldn't do this. They reverse everything. We
Yeah.
colonized England.
Yeah.
And because of that, they speak Hindi.
Yeah,
And then, sometimes, these things happen.
Yeah,
and
it's,
the whole
yeah.
generation grown up. And so,
It's
you're
fan
not-
fiction. We
Yeah.
call it.
Yes.
What are you going to do? Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, you're doing your plugs.
Yeah,
you'll
that's
be in
my
London.
only
Cut his
plug.
plug.
Crickheads.
That's fine.
So
Crickheads,
London.
please. So London. Also in
Last week
India.
of April, early May.
Last week of April, first week of May, and
Yeah.
I'll be touring
Is there a
India.
website they can check out everything
Just
on?
my Instagram, Shamik Chakrabarti.
Okay, that's a huge name. Nothing easier. Like,
SHAMIK. You'll find
from
it.
now on, make your name. It should be Tito, and it'll be so easy for people to check out, and you'll have so many more people coming.
That bar, Tito's.
Now, unfortunately, yeah.
It's closed?
That's a Toti. What is it?
Tito, correct? Yeah. Tito's, Britos.
Tito's,
Yes,
correct. Bandra. What am I saying? It's my time. Yeah.
Please check out all my podcasts. That Filmy Game Show, Pop Conversation on the Filmy
That
channel.
filmy game show was an IVM.
That Filmy Game Show is my thing now, and it's a new format.
और क्या
It's a
क्या
new
लिया
show.
इधर से bench
It's a new
press?
show. I wanted to take Cyrus Says, but
By the way, to
uh,
bring it a full circle, someone who used to work on IVM. I forgot. I said the wrong letters. I'm like, so how is IVF going? She's like, what are you talking about?
Is it a female in IVF?
Yeah. Nivedita.
Ah, Nev, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, how's IVF?
Moment of
She's like,
weakness, she joined marketing. Yeah.
That Filmy Game Show, Pop Conversation on the Filmy Corner channel. Check out Spender Bender,
No
which I
stand-up?
produce for
This guy's so much
for
better at doing
Govind
plugs
and
than me. Do my
Hoshag.
plugs also.
Check out Crickheads, hosted by Shamik and Siddharth. Check out TIS, The Internet Said So, which I co-creative produce now. So please check all these.
But what about your stand-up?
And I keep doing stand-up, but very little right now. I keep becoming very lazy.
Hmm.
Yeah, this guy's doing a lot of stand-up.
Too much
Please go watch it.
equipment you're carrying.
Yeah,
around.
that's
You
too
just
bad.
gotta get
He's
on
married,
stage.
no?
Hmm.
Wives
Too
don't
many
appreciate
things,
the
too many
jokes.
things.
The old ball
Too many
and
Yeah,
things.
it's like, come home early. I've got plans for us.
But yes.
And
If
he
you-
thinks it's what he thinks,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's the bed is creased.
If you ever see me on a show, please come. That'll mean a lot.
Blanket kahan gaya bed?
But
And he's used it to
Yes.
block a opening in the curtain.
yes, that's it. Finally, That Filmy Game Show is recorded live in front of live audience.
What would
Please
you
come for
do?
live shows.
What would you do?
I mean,
You
gotta cut the
suddenly
sunlight.
light comes through and all,
Sunlight
man. It's a
has
small
to-
light,
yeah.
light just shines like a bloody torch in the middle
Damn
of.
annoying. I'm on your side. on this.
Especially if something is hitting you directly in the eye
No,
where you're
it doesn't, but I
sleeping,
pee
you know?
3 times. So when I get up, I see everything.
Oh, you see it. Okay, that
Yeah.
also, that also sucks.
I pee in installments, no?
Yeah,
It's
being
like
told-
EMI.
yeah, correct.
You pee, then you again you have to pee, then again you have to pee, but
Yeah,
you make your payments.
All this peeing.
He's
man.
doing
Correct.
cut for like
Oh, he's
the
saying
last
stop.
five-
Okay, stop.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Okay, have a good pee, guys. See you.
Yeah, thanks
Bye-bye.
a lot.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
bro.
Cyrus says every time, Cyrus says, जब ये कहे तुम सुनो,
Please. तमीज से बात करना है ना. Important people, यार.